morning, everybody. It is Friday. It is October the 10th, 2025, and we are coming at you.
Yeah.
We are coming at you. We are ready to land this plane. Let's go. Let's land the plane. I'm off on Monday, so.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, I got a 3-day week, a 3-day weekend.
You deserve it, my pal. That's great.
Taking my daughter to a concert at the Chaffetz.
So you need a whole day off.
Well, it's a Sunday. It's a Sunday night show. Sunday night, 8 o'clock. And you know the parking down there at the Chaffetz. I'm already flipping out.
Yeah, that parking garage sucks.
I'm already bugging. I'll get into it in a second. Welcome back to the program. No, he's not fired. He is a man of the woods now, running with the wolves. Mr. Rafe Williams. Thank you.
Are you half wolf? Are you going to turn into a wolf halfway through this broadcast?
I might. It's a full moon.
Oh, is it a full moon?
It's
I have
not.
no idea.
It was a super moon on the 6th. It's fine.
It was full moon the whole time I was there, and I was
know.
like, man, I hope I transform.
We do have a full moon to my left.
Yeah, you were there during a full moon.
I was.
The super moon.
Full Aries moon.
Hunter's
Your
moon.
moon. That's
It
right.
was the hunter's moon?
It was the hunter's moon.
That's right.
And it was gorgeous.
And it was time
And
to
I
hunt.
was out and about being
Hunting.
hunted. That's actually what I was doing. I
Getting
was
some
being hunted.
fine pelts, am I right?
Money's been tight. Some billionaires needed the most dangerous prey, which
Well,
is me. They set me loose at the park, and then like, if you could survive for 6 days, we'll give you $4,000.
I thought you were going to
so
come back.
I'm pretty rich.
You were going to come back with like the Revenant, like wrapped in
wrapped in the bear.
I have one.
Wrapped in bear.
Oh, Lord.
Bunch of pots and pans like jingling behind me.
You're like Kevin Costner when you come home.
Look at this gold nugget I found.
Well, you were out in Idaho, right, for some shows.
Yeah, I went to Idaho for some shows and then cut across Montana, a little quick 8-hour drive to Yellowstone National Park through West Yellowstone. Shows were awesome. You know what? Idaho doesn't get enough credit. It's tater country to the rest of the world, but that's some pretty.
If I'm not mistaken,
land
a
out there.
lot of Californians are heading out there, and the people who live in Idaho go, no,
we're good.
we're good.
Whatever. They want hot people.
We're closed. We are closed. California, please.
All these hot little biscuits start showing up to Idaho. Yeah.
No more
They won't
room for Californians.
decline.
No, Texas and Florida is perfect for Californians. You don't need to go up to the north there.
We're up to like Washington.
No, Idaho and Montana, Wyoming, the whole thing. Just stay away from that area.
Yeah, we don't need any more people.
No.
So Idaho, that's where they did Napoleon Dynamite, right?
Sounds about right.
Yeah, I believe so.
So were there the mountains, right? The mountains.
Oh, yeah, dude. Mountains and.
Clean air, crisp. I imagine it being crisp. Like crisp mountain air.
It is. It's exactly what you think it'll be. It was, I went to Pullman, Moscow, which is spelled Moscow, but they get very mad if you say it that way. I found out on stage. It's like, it's weird because I didn't realize, I was like, what is in Moscow, Pullman? Because it's like an hour and a half outside of Spokane. And it's Idaho State, or Idaho University and Washington State University are like 7 miles apart. One is on it's right on the border of Washington and Idaho. So there's like one major university, Washington State, the Vandals, I believe, or the Vandals are the Idaho team. I can't remember, but it was like those two. So there's 2 college towns like 9 miles apart.
That's cool.
So it's that.
Well, I know
like,
Boise, right?
It was beautiful.
Is it
Boise State?
Yeah,
Boise State. They play on the blue.
Yeah.
Have you ever seen
The blue turf?
The blue turf.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's pretty cool looking, actually.
Well, it is cool looking, and I didn't know there's a team. Washington State plays on red. Doesn't look as good on TV. That's why they don't get nationally televised very often. It's like kind of
They play on a red field?
It's like red AstroTurf. It's like as red as the red in the Rizzuto Show logo.
Wow.
It's
And,
like
hey,
you're playing in hell.
before I forget, and yeah, that's cool as hell, right?
Yeah, it's cool.
Yeah, it looks awesome.
Boise State Broncos, all blue with the orange end zone.
Yeah,
Look
that
up the
looks
red one.
awesome. Before I forget, though, anybody watch the Blues game last night? The beginning of the Blues game?
No, is it the Ozzy tribute?
No, but I don't know if they didn't get their like contrast right on the TV feed. I don't know if it was anybody else's TV, but the ice was so white. That's right, I said it that way. White.
Glowed.
That it almost washed everything out.
Weird.
Like the ice was just, it was so bright that it washed the entire screen out. And then I think like halfway through the first period, they kind of color contrast adjusted. I don't know if it was just my TV.
Did they get new ice? How often is the ice melted down and reestablished?
All the time, right?
Or is it just always there?
No, I mean, it's always there.
Right.
That's what
What
the
do you mean always
Zamboni's
there?
doing.
Yeah, I
Because
know,
whenever they
but
have
like,
concerts, don't they?
Well, I think they just put something over it.
Nah, not always. I think they used to in some of those like smaller places. We played a couple ice rinks where they put stuff over it, and it was a nightmare.
Yeah.
Oh, I remember going to concerts, and they would put like plywood over it, and
Yeah.
then in the middle of the concert, people would take the plywood off, and there'd be the ice.
Yeah, I don't think they do that because I've been there a couple times in the season. It felt I thought it was in
I
the
don't know if
season.
they melted all the way down.
Wow,
I mean, I think it's pretty easy because I used to think it was like significantly thick. It's like less than an inch or like an inch of
Because
ice.
there's all pipes and stuff under there.
I understand what you're saying,
I don't know.
but I'm telling you, I don't think it's as much ice as you think it is.
I don't think it's like 6 feet thick.
we need to get somebody in here to answer all of our questions.
The standard thickness of ice in an NHL hockey rink is typically around
40 feet.
1 inch,
That's why.
2.54 centimeters.
That's it?
Inch.
Although the NHL mandates a minimum thickness of 1.25 inches in some cases. This thickness is crucial for the quality of play and the overall performance of the game.
Oh, everybody's saying it wasn't just my TV. Okay, good. I was like, I got a new TV. Like, this is crap. Get it together. Get it together, FanDuel Network. Get it together. Okay, so it wasn't just my TV. So you were out, Idaho, great.
Yep, Blues game looked weird out there, too.
Blues game looked weird out there. You made your way over to Yellowstone.
I did. Also, that Pullman town was where remember the murders? I'd forgotten. That's like what remember when the guy drove from like Pennsylvania a couple years ago and he killed like 4 college students,
Oh,
like Ted
yeah.
Bundy? And they caught him. He drove.
Oh, is this the guy that he's on trial now?
He's on trial right now.
Yes, yes.
That's where it happened. Which I was
Oh,
like,
yeah.
why have I heard of this town?
Oh, no, that
before?
was horrible.
Yeah. People were reminding me that's why I'd heard of the town. Like, well, you guys should just
what's
stop
his
telling
name?
people that.
Cobra.
I don't know.
I don't know.
Oh, something with a K.
You almost said Cobra.
Kloberg or something like that.
Kloberger?
Yeah, we're getting closer. Kohlberger, maybe.
Koberger.
Brian Koberger.
Yeah. Brian Koberger.
That's kind of wild.
Oh yeah, that guy. Yeah, you recognize his face.
But yeah,
He kind of looks like a. I hate to
that's
say
cool.
this, but he kind of looks like a tech pro, like like if Zuckerberg had a partner.
yeah.
He looks like the kind of
It's
guy you
this
think
guy.
gets straight A's, but he's actually a C student.
Yeah. So you're all right?
Yeah, sorry about that.
All right, make your way over to Yellowstone.
Yeah, so I drove through down I-90, went up to Coeur d'Alene, Idaho, which is like a
Home
lake.
of Dan Cummins, friend of the show.
That's where Dan lives?
Yeah.
I see why, man.
place
It
is
is like
awesome.
a lake on top of a mountain with the city on the lake. It looked fake, like it was from a video game. Stopped in there, had lunch. Then I took the drive down I-90, went to West Yellowstone, went into Yellowstone for 3 days, and disappeared.
And you were by yourself, by the way.
I was by myself, yeah, and I very happy about that. Very happy about that. That's not a knock on any of my travel partners. It was just nice to. I wasn't on anyone else's schedule. I wasn't in charge of anyone else's good time, and my phone was like it didn't work in the park. It worked at my hotel, so I could check in at. But it was the first time in a long time that it felt like being a kid. Like like when I went to ride my bike and like see when the street lights come on and nothing right now. Whatever problems I have can't be dealt with because I don't have any contact with the outside world. And I just took my little bug out bag at 5 a.m. every morning into the woods.
So
gone.
no
I
cell
was a
service
ghost,
out there,
baby.
huh?
You know,
Is that by design?
I just think it's
wilderness.
it's so huge. It's 1.3 million acres or something like that. It's
Yeah,
like-
but I mean, they could throw a cell phone tower up.
Oh, no, they can't.
Up somewhere. I don't
There
know.
were
I don't know
some.
if that's by design.
There were a couple spots that, like, when I went out, the first night I went in and I stayed at the Snow Lodge down by Old Faithful. So I was staying in the park by the geysers in the Geyser Valley. And that was cool. So I got to see Old Faithful go off in front of a full moon, like late at night by myself. There was nobody out there. It was just me and like 3 other people. It wasn't like crowded because I went
Sweet.
out there at like midnight and watched Old Faithful go off in front of a full moon. And
Was
that
the moon
super
so
cool.
bright?
The moon, yeah, the moon, and it was like I stood where the moon like backlit the geyser, and It was cool, man.
Oh, and there's no light pollution either
Right.
out there, right?
No.
Oh yeah.
No.
You see the stars like you've never
Yeah.
seen them.
Yeah, there's no light pollution. Did you take a picture of the geyser
Yeah.
going off? Could I see?
Yeah, I
Good,
got
I see.
pictures. I posted a picture of it going off with the moon in the background and said that was me and Reba. Like me, look, the moon in front of the geyser. I put Reba McEntire, then I put me while the geyser shot up into the air.
I've never traveled alone. Like I've gone to business trips or whatever,
Yeah, same.
but I've never.
You just went to pick up your son.
Yeah, but that was driving to Ohio. That's a little trip.
You went like a weekend by yourself.
No, I mean you went for 3 days alone to Yellowstone.
Yeah.
Have you ever by yourself?
Well, I mean, I'm not trying to say this in a sad way, but like touring a lot of times, especially in the early days, I wanted to get up early and do things. And I'm in Europe for the first time. I'm in Japan for the first time, and I would adventure alone because everybody else is sleeping.
Yeah,
all
but
day.
you've arrived with a group and you still have a group to go back to. I'm talking like you are by yourself for days. I've never done it.
Yeah.
Oh, that's neat.
Yeah, I got some pretty good
That's
video.
neat.
That's at night.
Yeah, dude.
Whoa.
No,
that
this
moon
is during-
bright.
During the
Yeah.
day, I
okay,
stayed
I
in
was
the.
like,
I
what?
literally stayed like 300 yards from the geyser, so I saw it during the day. I did the geyser walk.
That's Old Faithful?
That's Old Faithful, dude.
Oh.
It gets
Kinda
up.
No,
underwhelming.
it's not.
I'll show you the video. You don't realize how far away I am. It's like
It's freaking huge,
Oh.
dude.
Cool.
And it goes off every 45 minutes or so.
it's like 150
It's incredible,
feet.
dude.
Don't go to Yellowstone.
that's it,
okay,
huh?
you don't deserve it.
That's the only reason
Park's closed.
I could have showed him any picture I wanted.
Yeah.
The only reason he wanted to see it was to be like,
That's not so great.
that sucks.
Yeah.
Dude, it's the Earth popping a zit every 45 minutes. It's the coolest thing ever.
I also love that he's in this insane place and he's like, I need my cell phone so I can be entertained.
Right.
Give me some coverage.
Who? Me?
Yeah,
Yeah,
you. You'd
Well,
be like, I'm
just
gonna go
in
watch a
case-
game on my phone.
What? I mean, what if I turn an ankle?
Yeah,
you die out there.
good
You
luck.
get eaten.
You should have been prepared for that.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah, with my cell phone.
Different preparation.
Save me, Elon Musk.
Help me, Starlink.
Help me, Starlink. Yeah, even like the Yeah, if you have your phone out there, doesn't the SOS
Yeah.
I presume.
satellite come up?
They probably have a tower at the
Yeah,
town.
it does. There's a tower. I mean, there was like one of the guides I had on this wolf thing kind of had like spotty service. The Rangers have like satellite phones. 'Cause there's like a big satellite Starlink thing in the geyser, like by the hotel. I could see like the big satellite tower. So I think within the park, but there wasn't. I saw 1 or 2 Rangers while I was there. The government shut down. They sent out an email. It's funny because they were like, nothing will be affected. And then I got there and the hotel was short-staffed and like I didn't see very many Rangers. And I go, is the shutdown not affecting you guys? I got an email and the girl goes, we're trying to keep up appearances. And I go, you can't believe anything anymore, dude. Like everything is propaganda. It's so crazy. But it was still great. The experience was great. I just didn't see a lot of park workers while I was there.
Did you see any animals?
Oh, yeah, dude. I went out the first day with this guy named Quinn, who's exactly the name you want of a guy taking you out as a guide. I got up at like...
I don't know, man. That could go either way.
Quinn? It's a great name.
Yeah, I'm Quinn, man. I'm your guy.
What's up, dude?
That's the hot sister from
Dude,
Daria.
it's this close to Quint from Jaws. I mean,
Okay, but Quinn, the name Quinn could go,
Yeah.
Quinn the Eskimo, dude.
yeah, I'm going to teach you how to surf today.
It's not the preferred nomenclature.
I know, but it is the song. Thus is a conundrum.
Grab your surfboard. Let's go check out some.
How do I reference said song
I'm Quinn.
without using the unpreferred nomenclature?
I'm Quinn, who's ready to grab some waves.
Hell yeah.
But if you're in Yellowstone, I guess, Quinn has a
Yeah.
beard.
Quinn has chest hair.
Quinn
like
had a
puff.
beard. Quinn was a tall, lean mountain man who was also a biologist who went to school. He grew up in Northern Cal. He did grow up in Northern California, so you weren't too far off. But took me out, answered all my questions. It was fun to be
Was
in
it
the
you and
park.
him?
It was just me and him.
You and Quinn.
Me
Date
and
with Quinn.
I met him, like, I just drove and met him at, like, 5 o'clock in the morning at up in the north part of Yellowstone. It's so big. It took me, like, an hour to drive to him. maybe an hour and a half. If it wouldn't have been early, it would have taken me an hour and a half. And then I met him. We got into like a Chevy Tahoe that he had all tricked out with like all these optics, and we drove around the park the first day and saw the Lamar Valley is huge. That's where like a lot of the wildlife is on the north side. So we saw a grizzly with their 2 cubs. Saw tons of elk, bison everywhere. You can throw a rock and hit a bison at any point. They're just everywhere. They don't give a damn either. They're like big cows.
Park.
They're chilling. They're like big cows. Well, I took a picture with one, and it looks like somebody emailed me. It's like, Rizz and Moon are going to light you up for this. Taking pictures with the wildlife.
What?
And I was like, dude, I was standing on a boardwalk geyser like 3 feet from my hotel, and the bison was just laying down sleeping. Like, they're just.
Oh, yeah.
Because we hear stories all the time of people like getting mauled,
Well, I was going to say, we have a story at least once every 2 months about somebody getting gored by a bison.
Which you would have to try real hard.
Yeah, but aren't there signs saying, hey, keep your distance?
Dick, don't approach them. But, I mean, they'll approach you. They're, like, on the side of the road chilling. I think people, like, one of the guides said that a person tried to put their kid on one.
Oh, Lord.
Oh, golly.
To take a picture, and I'm like, yeah, I'm sure that person.
Like as if you were at Grant's farm and, like ride the camel around the little circle?
Yeah, isn't that
the
crazy?
world is my petting zoo.
I'll stand right by. You. I'll walk with him. It'll be fine.
Yeah.
Come on, Quinn, get on the thing.
Braxton, get on the bison.
No, let's put him on. Take a picture.
Hashtag bison, hashtag Bryson.
Stop crying. You're going to scare him.
So, yeah, man, I saw that, and then I saw there was a wolf pack on the north side. We were driving all around. It was really, because they would be like on walkie-talkies, be like, hey, we saw because they know all the packs by name and everything. Like, we saw the pups from Pack 9 on the north side of this hill, and this specific pack, the wolves are all black. They have black fur, so you can see them really well against the white caps of the. And I got to see 6 wolf puppies.
Oh.
They're just old enough to where the adults are leaving them. They're starting to go out a little bit with the adults, but the adults go hunt, and the puppies were just like on the side of the hill.
They got the house to themselves.
Yeah, so it's kind of like, they're kind of exploring like teens, which the day I was there, a dude sprayed them with bear mace.
Oh, my
The
goodness.
wolves? The pups?
Some dumbass.
Why?
Here's what I learned about national parks. 60% of people that go to national parks shouldn't. Some of the people there, the only thing that ruined the experience were other people.
Yeah.
Like some
Well,
of the,
usually
What a
that's
bummer.
this guy like saw them, approached them, which you're not supposed to do. They're young and curious, so they approached him. Then he freaked out because they're a lot bigger than they look far away, and then he maced them all.
Oh, my goodness.
And then they got him, though.
Wolves
tried to
maybe
leave the park.
closer.
How did they know? How did
People
they?
took
larger than they
videos.
appear.
There were so many other people around, like the dumbass like walked out into the field, and then people just took videos of it. People are idiots, man.
So the guy bear maced?
Yeah, and it
Wolf
didn't affect
puppies?
them either, which
I
was
thought
funny.
you weren't even allowed to have bear mace with you.
Oh yeah, they said don't go out without it. I was loaded down. I had my like bear mace because I was out by myself in the woods a lot. So I had
When you were there, they said you're not allowed to have it. Maybe that's a new rule?
I saw in the airport.
Some parts.
I've never had it in Yellowstone. When Mallory and I were camping in Yosemite, they were saying, hey, there's a lot of bear out here, but you still ain't allowed to have mace.
Why?
Why?
I don't know. I don't know. I didn't make the rule. I thought it was absurd, so I may or may not have sneaked some in anyway.
Of course you do.
Oh, I'm not going anywhere without bear mace.
Did they wink at the end of it? Like, don't have bear mace.
Wink, 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 wink.
Yeah, I don't know. Well, Yellowstone, you're going to run up on a grizzly. Yosemite, it's a black bear.
Yeah.
And they're after
Well,
the
different.
food and all that kind of stuff. So,
Grizzly.
If you run up on a grizzly, buddy, I don't know. Without bear mace.
Even with bear mace, you might be.
Yeah, I don't.
You
Black
might
bear,
be.
you throw a couple candy bars and just
they'll
run
be
faster than
fine,
the last guy.
They're just after your picnic basket.
Yeah, they are.
Grizzly, they'll rip your arms off.
But yeah, the guy went out there and it didn't affect the wolves either. They rolled around in it, which isn't a strong advertisement for your bear mace company.
No kidding.
But apparently, wolves are very like resilient in that way. Like stuff like that doesn't hurt them as much as it hurts bears. They're
Like, so is that all you got, bitch?
kind of.
Is that all you got?
But yeah, I went out and saw a bunch of wildlife, and then we like ran from place to place. He answered all kinds of questions.
You and Quinn naked, running around Yellowstone,
Paint
running with
your
the
faces.
wolves. Yes,
I support it.
howling at the moon.
I was sucking wind too, man. It was very high elevation. He's like, let's climb this hill to get a better look. I go, oh, you mean this mountain? Quinn, this ain't a hill where I'm from, brother. This is the arch. Basically, let's climb the arch and to get a better look. And by the time I got up to the top, man, I was like breathing hard, trying to hold a scope, and it was like I was breathing so hard, I was like shaky.
Yes. That's the best.
But it was fun, man. And then, yeah, so did that the first day, and that was rad. Then I made friends with some wildlife photographers while I was out there. And this daughter and son,
They're the best scouts.
their mother and son, they're like, gave me their card, and they're like, just call us tonight when you get back to the hotel, and we'll tell you where we'll be in the morning, and start going out with us.
Oh wow,
That's nice.
You don't have to pay for a guide. We'll tell you where. And then the wolves made a kill off of this rest stop. So for the next 2 mornings, I went there with all these wildlife photographers, and this entire pack of wolves was feeding on this elk. So they were coming in. And on the other side of the hill,
So wildlife photographers, I'm picturing a lot of people with brown vests.
dude,
Lots of pockets.
it
Lot
was
of
an
pockets.
interesting-
Blues Traveler in camo.
Yeah.
Yeah, the guy did pull out a. Yeah, he did pull out a harmonica. Let begin, to take the picture in. And I was like, John Popper?
Lost a lot of weight carrying these cameras up
Yes,
that hill.
he did. He did. Hung out with, that was an interesting group to infiltrate because that's their own little society too. And I ended up meeting this guy named Rick McIntyre who wrote all the books on the Wolves of Yellowstone. That podcast that I sent you a long time ago, it was the guy that was on that pod, and he just happened to be in the park.
That's cool.
So I made friends with him, chatted him up.
That's some synchronicity right there, Rafe Dean. Wow.
Yeah, it was kind of cool. Because he was the one, they were like, he's like the granddad out there in the park, takes care of these wolves. And when the guy sprayed them, everyone was sending all the videos to this guy, Rick McIntyre. So when we stopped and talked to him with the guide, he was like, oh, hey, I'll be here tomorrow. Come if you want to chat. And then I just went and like hung out with these wildlife photographers, picked his brain, went on a bunch of cool hikes. And it was funny because we would go to all this trouble to see wolves, and that they would crest the hill for like 4 seconds, and you'd hear it's just like shutters going off, and it would be all these cool pictures of like you'd see them for like 10 seconds at a time because they kind of know how to use the ridges to hide. But it was super neat, man. And then when I left, I was like, I didn't really get to see them up close, bummed me out. And I left. It was right after all the wildlife photographers left because usually at dawn they leave. And it was like I hung around for a while. I'm like, it's 7 o'clock or 8 o'clock. The sun's all the way up. They're going to be laying down. Pull out of the rest stop, get to the bottom of the hill. The entire pack crossed in front of my car.
Whoa.
20 feet away from me. I watched like 9 gray wolves go across.
That's so cool.
And I had to make that decision where I was like, don't go for your phone. Like I wanted
Living
the
it.
video so bad. but
Living
I was-
it.
I was like, by the time you grab your phone and go through your 3,000 apps that you have on your home screen, you're going to miss this whole thing.
Yeah.
And I just made the choice not to.
Live in the moment.
Yeah, that's
Yeah,
awesome.
it was
That's
cool.
cool.
It was cool. I hiked Mount Washburn for 7,000 to 10,000 feet and thought I was going to die. Thank God one of the wildlife people gave me a can of oxygen. You guys ever done the canned oxygen?
No, I want to try it.
They give them to us backstage. Goldfinger has them on the rider anytime we're in a mountainous town. You talking about the boost cans?
Yeah.
Yeah, those are sick.
Those are cool.
I'm thinking about just putting
Oh,
one
I
by the
want
bed.
one.
Neat.
I want one.
It's so funny at a Goldfinger show. If we're in the mountains, like that time we were in New Mexico, whatever, you got on stage. Each guy has their water bottles next to their canisters. You know what I mean? Just in
Yeah.
case you want to.
You do whip it.
Take a hit.
Well, the first time I ever saw that for a musician was Jonathan Davis at Korn.
He hit it.
He would run off the stage and just take a hit of oxygen,
Off the
roll
tank,
back on.
right?
We should be hitting
Yes,
oxygen
off
on
the
this
tank.
show.
Heck,
Yeah,
yeah.
They would offer the tanks in mountain towns for a while.
This is in St. Louis.
I love
What?
that.
No way.
Oh yeah.
I've never seen that
Maybe he
before.
had asthma.
Oh yeah. No, that was the first time. Like,
It's like I went up in the arch. I got winded.
well, it kind of ruined the mystique. I'll never forget that show because I was standing on the side of the stage watching Korn. It was one of my
the
favorite
mystique.
bands.
It's human. He's out there. Whoa,
No.
that's
No.
It's a lot of breath.
I need some oxygen.
This was the first time I ever saw a band use a teleprompter.
How hard it is to play the bagpipes?
Okay.
It's true.
So like in front of the stage, and you can't see it as the audience. He's got the words scrolling. So I was like, huh, look at that. I never seen that before. Mm-hmm. This is the first time I've ever seen it.
Yeah.
This is 20 years ago.
So that and the oxygen.
And then the oxygen, I'm like, huh. I was young and naive.
Now you're impressed.
Now I'm like, huh, what?
Do you do it like Whippets? Like you just suck it down like a inhaler? How do you do like?
It has like a little.
It's got like a little cone on the end of it, like a little green thing. You just put it right here and you hit the thing and it just.
You just breathe in.
Yeah.
Dude, I needed it.
Was it a full? I've
been working out a lot, and I went there being like, I'm in good shape. I want to do these tougher hikes. I've been prepping for this. I was not in good shape. I was wrong about that.
Yeah.
I'm in good shape for Missouri.
You realize you're in Missouri good shape. That's not.
I'm in Missouri hike
right.
shape. And dude, I started hiking Mount Washburn, and it starts at 7,000 where you're already kind of sucking wind, and it goes to 10,000, like almost 10.5 in a 5 mile. It's 5 in, 5 out. And it's kind of like a gradual thing. And man, I got about 30 minutes in, and I go, I think my heart might explode. Like I started breathing so hard.
314 is asking, did you see a lot of people with sidearms? Like you allowed to carry a gun in?
No,
the park?
they said there were no gun signs on the lodge. I don't know about the park.
Huh.
I actually didn't see people carrying. They weren't open carrying anyway. I didn't see any weapons while I was there. So I don't know. And I didn't really ask. I just kind of assumed. I had my little bag, which had you guys know me. I got my preparedness kit. I had
Did you have a Swiss Army knife with the
my little kit
with the corkscrew?
I had a butterfly
Just in case
knife.
I want to open up a bottle of wine.
I didn't need bear spray. I took your butterfly knife, so if I saw a bear, I could be like. Because if a bear sees you do a butterfly knife, he's like, "Whoa, this guy's cool.
Back off.
This guy will f me up." I'm like, that's what I thought. I had some nunchucks. I had like I got my little bag has like a transponder in it because I was like, I'm going out in the wilderness alone, and it has like a little emergency thing where you can hit it and it turns itself on. You know, a flint and a half shelter if you absolutely got stuck out in the woods. Right. Like I could probably survive for a night anyway. I don't think I could survive long term, but so I just had my little bag, water, had my little Camelback water, and I just took off and went out into the wilderness. And I was glad I had that oxygen though, because it was you got up to the top, dude, and that air gets thin, brother.
Yeah.
But you could see the whole park. It was beautiful.
405 wants to know, did you meet any stoners out there?
Yeah.
Yeah, dude. Thanks for asking the questions everyone wants to know. Yeah, there were people. It's legal in Montana, but not in Idaho. So people were chiefing. When I got to my hotel in Bozeman at the end last day.
Now, what do you mean by chiefing?
They were blazing up the Kush, brother.
Smoking
Chiefing.
weed, dude.
Wait, so it's not, rec is not allowed in Idaho?
No, apparently not.
Idaho will most likely be the last
It's a weird state.
to adopt anything like that.
Well,
Idaho doesn't want the rest of the country to remember Idaho is there. I'm telling you, man, people disappear there, and when you meet them and they find out you're not from there, they're kind of quiet, and they want to hear your story first. I'm telling you, dude, it's a whole scene.
I've never been. I mean,
Me neither.
Yep.
And I'll be honest, I know it's cliche, and I texted you this. Best French fry I've ever had. I had in Idaho.
In Idaho?
And I know that it looked like a Frito scoop.
Listen,
they do these scoop-style French fries that, like, they're kind of thick, like a wedge, but they're almost hollowed out.
It's like going down to the brewery and having a Budweiser
straight from the tap. Yeah, it must be.
Did you catch that vibe from some of the people you were meeting? That they're
I was in two
nice.
college towns, and it was cool.
Yeah, they're super nice.
They were nice,
but they're super like
they were kind of.
We're gonna stay here, and you go back on home.
Yeah, they were putting me hip. There's a lot, just like you said, a lot of militias in Idaho. A lot of people who think differently move there.
Yeah.
And they're just kind of like, keep to yourself and we'll keep to ourselves.
Yeah, they won't tell you their last name.
Yeah, that's cool, man.
And like, I'm Bob. And like, Bob what? And they go, just Bob.
Yeah.
Nunya.
Forget about it.
Bob Nunya.
Bob, forget about it.
Just Bob, man.
Bob, this conversation
A lot of people
never
out in
happened.
witness protection. That's where they send people in witness protection, too.
I bet.
I can see it. But I did the geysers. That was cool. I hiked up to the top of this thing where you could see all the geysers.
You hiking your jeans? People want to know?
I did wear. One day I did, yes. But I also had I had one pair of Columbia hiking pants. I did. and some long undies. That's my go-to when I go to the park, so you don't get too chafed up.
Yeah.
Or if you get stuck out there, you want something that'll dry quick. Jeans.
Proper footwear, all good?
Yeah, I got my Merrell. I got some good
Merle.
hiking boots. Merrell.
You got some Merle?
Was it
They're
cold?
ugly, man. It's like a Prius. Like
Yeah, they're supposed to be. The uglier they are, the better they feel.
Uglier the boot, the easier they are.
Functional
on your
over
feet.
fashion.
Yeah.
Yeah. Was it cold there? Did you see any snow?
It did. It snowed in the mornings. It was. Honestly, I forgot I was in the mountains, and I was like, oh, it's 18 degrees in the morning. I thought I was going to be like, I'm like, it might get down to 40.
You left here, it was in the 90s, and now you've returned it as fall.
That's perfect.
I'm happy about that.
Thanks
Like
for
it is
bringing it over.
officially fall here in St. Louis.
Feels great.
Well, I'm glad you're back, Rafe. What else?
Thanks,
any
man.
other little tidbits from the trip before we move on?
Real quick, I did like the Grand Canyon hike. That was cool. Moon's dad recommended that to me, and that was cool. And then I did the Grand Prismatic, which is like you'll get a lot. I have video of this, and this is very funny to me, and I wanted to tell you about this specifically because this is something that I didn't like about the park. And I'm like, this is what you want to know.
This is what I want to know. Go ahead.
It's a Grand Prismatic.
Just give me a reason why I should.
The Grand Prismatic is like this big sulfur. The reason it's so beautiful, it's like a blue hole that's like 500 feet deep. It's got bacteria. It's got bacteria in it. Oh, dude, it did.
It's just eggs for miles.
It smells like a deviled egg fart in the whole south side of the park.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Straight up, you're like, oh, it smells like 1,800 uncles just ate Thanksgiving dinner.
And
They're
there's
all gathered in the south.
And they're all napping in the living room,
And there's
farting
these-
up a storm.
these steam
I'm like,
clouds.
are there random Thanksgiving uncles in hammocks all throughout the forest just farting it up every 40 feet?
There's like steam clouds coming off of it too, blowing through the wind.
Oh, yeah. It blew into my
And you
face.
just go, whoa.
I walked through
The
one.
ultimate
the
crowd
stink.
dust.
Like,
Yeah.
oh, cool! I'm gonna walk through a cloud.
Yeah, I walked through one, and I felt like I was walking through one of our jelly beans.
Oh, this is Mother Nature crop dusting you.
I felt like I was inhaling all of our jelly beans that we eat on Good or Gross.
Yeah, that's a great way to.
And when you walked past the smaller versions of that, were you tempted to put your finger in to see if it really is hot?
I was, except they told me all these stories. That's what I was getting ready to get to with Rizz. Like, two things happened. One, I went up to this lookout. I hiked up to the top of the mountain to overlook the Grand Prismatic because it's like a good place to take a picture. But there's like basically a platform where there's one good place to stand to get like the Grand Prismatic in the background. And these two girls, I'm not kidding you, 30 minutes. They stood there
posing, sure.
taking turns, making like smoothing their hair, like, and then she's like, turn it towards me, turn it towards me.
We're
she's
influencers.
Like, yeah, and it was like just oblivious to the line of people waiting to take one picture behind them, and I was like, the main character energy was so off the charts.
Hey,
I did. I was you for a minute. I finally was like, they stepped aside, and this couple was waiting. I go, pop in there, I'll take a picture of you guys. And they're like, oh, we'll wait. And I go, like, no, these girls have taken long enough. They've been there for like 20 minutes. They're good. And they both like gave me like a look, and I'm like, you suck, and no one's telling you.
Right.
So I'll be the one that tells you. Like, you guys suck.
yeah, they're just out there to take pictures for the gram.
I mean, that's fine, but it was like the amount of time was so egregious. And they kept switching back. Like, you'd think they were done, and then they'd switch again. And I'm like, this is insane, dude. The amount of time you guys have spent.
These are the kind of girls that fall off a cliff trying to get the perfect.
Well, that's what the guy told me. Like, they found like a shoe and a foot.
Oh, no.
All right.
Or a foot and a shoe. And like some guy, like, it was an older Korean guy that like wandered off the trail, and they don't realize that some of these geysers are sulfuric acid.
Yeah.
Oh.
and
They're not even
like
water.
melted him.
Yeah, well, you can pass out.
Like Dante's
If you
Peak.
get too close, you can pass out from some of the fumes, and then that's when you just go whoop whoop, and then you're
into
swimming
them?
on accident.
Oh,
You get to swim.
Yeah, they told me some terrible story about my guide was getting me hip to all these people that like, I guess in 2016, some college kid joking around with his sister, just graduated college, wanted to see how hot it was. So he like went down, took his shoe off, and was like going to dip his toe in it, and the mud, he slipped in the mud and it gave way, and he slid down into the geyser and just basically boiled
oh my
right
God!
in front of his
yeah,
sister.
goodbye.
Oh,
Goodbye. Stay on the walkway.
Stay on the walkways, man.
They got those plank ones too with no railing, and people are always like, "Oh, I could just step off of here," and you can see where the footprints are. And these fools, try it. There's always one footprint.
Yeah. And they said they found like, it'd take them forever because they'll just find like a foot. It'll just be like one little piece because it'll literally boil you up.
Is that where Dante's Peak was filmed? Remember when the grandma, spoiler alert, decides to off herself and she walks into one of those things? Because she's like, I'm slowing you down, Pierce Brosnan.
Just walks into
Yeah,
a
she's
geyser.
like, I can't deal.
Well, yeah, there was a geyser there
There's easier
called
ways to
Depression
go.
Geyser. I took a picture. It was just like a hole in the ground that was boiling, and it just said Depression Geyser. And I go, why is the line so long at this one? I'm like, I guess this is the one everybody walks into when they're like, well,
All right, so
I've seen enough.
In 2016, a guy named Colin Scott tragically fell into a hot spring in Norris Geyser Basin while looking for a place to, quote, hot pot, which is illegal soaking.
Mm-hmm.
Hot potting?
The acidic water dissolved his body, leaving no remains.
Bye-bye.
Not wild.
In 2000, a young boy suffered severe burns after falling into a hot spring. He survived but endured a painful recovery.
At least that was a hot spring.
Yeah.
Right.
In 1981,
You go into one of them Norris
And dude,
geysers.
so many.
Over.
Public service announcement. Do not take your dogs.
Yeah, they're not supposed to.
in
So many
1981,
dogs.
a man named David Kerwin jumped into a Celestine pool to save his dog and suffered fatal burns.
Yeah.
I had my dog, my Chihuahua, with me, but he was he was barefoot, just in case.
Yeah, you throw the
But
dog.
he stayed with me, but he ain't gonna outrun me if.
But
if he saw a
I
grizzly.
thought it was illegal to have dogs in there.
No, you can have your dogs. I saw a lot of dogs in the park, just like
Or
they
maybe
said.
some
They were telling me
pathways.
that in the geyser basin, like a lot of people's dogs don't know. They see water and
and they want to jump in.
Exactly.
Oh.
And a lot of dogs have like jumped off the platforms into the water and
Oof.
just don't take
Oh
your
yeah,
dogs.
so this one guy that while visiting Fountain Paint Pot Thermal Area, this guy's dog jumped into the pool, a thermal spring with water temperatures over 200 degrees. Then the guy dove in to save the dog, but suffered third-degree burns over all his body.
Oh, my Lord.
Died the next day. The dog also did not survive.
You
Good
think?
morning, everybody. Happy Friday.
Yeah.
Well, I knew if I was going to tell a story, I had to give him something. Something he could grab a hold of.
There you
Now,
go.
tell me more
I
about
know, now
people
he's
being
very
dissolved.
interested.
Boiled
Tell
alive,
me
you
more
say?
about people being dissolved in the.
The only time you reached for your keyboard was when somebody was boiled alive.
Wait, let me find out more.
Oh, Mount Washburn was beautiful. Yeah, that sounds cool.
Don't
you want to see a
back.
picture?
No,
Nah.
thanks.
A boiled alive, you say?
Oh, here we go. Here's three great stories.
But that was a overall great trip. Loved it. It was nice that the feeling of like disappearing was so much better than I could have possibly explained to anyone. Of like feeling like I was like a little kid, like on my bike in town, where I just go off in the woods and I come out when the street lights come on and nobody knows where I
Now
was.
let me ask you this question. You got home yesterday and Tina's there. She's like,
She's not. She was gone. First, I went to Bozeman, and I do want to say this will be the last thing I say about it. I drove the last day into Bozeman, and it was that's a cool town, and you can feel like the effects of the movie Yellowstone on this town, because like you go into the shops and everything is like
Bozeman is where they shot Yellowstone.
Yeah, they're shooting like some prequel to it right now out there too, and like it's just like rich people, rancher. Like every shop was like. The mannequin looked like Kevin Costner, and I asked the girl because I thrifted some. Dude, the thrifting there was primo. I had to buy a checked bag because I got so many good thrift buys.
That's a good
nice.
trip.
I knew you'd be interested in that.
That's awesome.
I got a Ski-Doo jacket from the 70s, like a snowmobile Ski-Doo jacket that was from like 1973 in pristine condition, and it fit me. Love it.
Kismet. That's awesome.
Found some cool stuff in there. But like I was shopping in the basement of this place where the thrift buys were at that were actually pretty affordable. But the upstairs was like, there was a $1,000 cattleman's jacket that just looked like something Kevin Costner would wear.
Oh, man.
And I go, is
Did it have the frills underneath?
No, it was a little dressier. It didn't have the fringe.
It's got that extra
was like
leather patch
camel.
over the shoulders, right?
Yeah.
I actually got one of those while I was
What
I
is
got
that?
one used. I got like
Is that for a reason? Is that
I got like a corduroy camel like dress blazer with like suede shoulders and like a beige suede
Yes.
shoulder and the yokes and everything.
Oh, dang.
And it fit me. 48 regular, baby. There were some fat guys dying out in Wyoming, and I like it.
Ranchers.
They make people my size out there. And that's why I was like, I kind of felt like, oh, these are my people. I also realized
it's called stocky.
yeah. I also realized I look like I look like somebody someone knows. I have such a generic. Everyone's like, "Do you have a son?" Girl at the gas station's like, "You have sons in the Army?" And I go, "Yeah, I did." And she's like, "Is his name Brian?" I go, "No." She's like, "Oh, you look like his dad." And I go, "Okay." And then, like people
She's
in
like,
the
you
park,
look like my daddy.
people, I look like I know what I'm talking about, which is dangerous because so many people approach me in the park and we're like, "See, do you know where we can find some wolves today?"
You look like a ranch hand.
Yeah, I look like, yeah. I
Did you have a cowboy hat on?
No.
Oh.
I had my number 2 show hat on. Like, if you read
look
the
like
hat.
you look like a generic ranch hand.
I do.
Montana ranch hand.
Yes, I'm like henchman number 3 on the ranch.
618 says, doubling down on that feeling of being disconnected out west. Spent a weekend on a ranch in Montana, one that Mel Gibson used to own, and I didn't want to come back.
It's the greatest thing ever.
Yeah. Everybody needs that.
Yeah.
Well, my point was, you get home and Tina's there, and you say, "Oh, great to see you." This vacation, this little mini break I had was great because you weren't there. I was by myself.
I don't think she would take it that way.
She went to Chapel Row and she had her opportunity to go.
She was at her Yellowstone, okay? Yeah.
Oh, she went to Chapel Row.
She made her decisions.
Did she go to Kansas City?
Yeah.
Oh my God. I saw so many videos and photos from that show. It looked awesome.
Yeah, she went to KC and went to that. No, I went to Bozeman, stayed in, and accidentally, I just I'm not going to get a hotel. I'm just going to play it by ear. Because I'm a planner. I planned everything but that. I'm like, I'm just going to drive to Bozeman and I'm going to find a hotel and check in. And I checked into this Field and Stream Lodge.
Sweet.
Which I later found out is a prototype. It's the first one of its kind, and Eric Church and Morgan Wallen apparently bought the rights to Field and Stream magazine. Partnered with this hotel, and they're going to do these Field and Stream lodges, and the first one's in Bozeman. Super nice. I thought, and honestly, it was next door to a Best Western. I thought I was staying at a Best Western. When I checked in, it looked like it was part of the same hotel. And I was like, Best Western's always been good to me as a comic. I'll throw them a bone. And I checked in, and dude, they had like fire pits out back where the fire pit was a canoe. And there was like a fire pit built into old canoes, and like. Was
the canoe made out of wood or like steel? Like what?
It was like a gas fire pit, so they could turn it on and off. It was like a real old steel canoe.
Oh yeah, this looks like, I'm looking at pictures. Looks nice.
It was cool.
It does look like.
They had like old Field and Stream magazine covers in the elevators. It was like a really cool, well done lodge.
Field and Stream Lodge, established 1871.
Yeah, they just gave it a facelift, and that was by accident, but I thought it was.
It almost looks like an old motel.
It really does.
It was.
Like a refurbished.
But like nice furniture.
Yeah, like Bass Pro took over. And
yeah, dude. I went in the room and they made it look like an old cabin. And it had like a rotary phone and an old desk lamp, like a cabin, and had all this old wood and like a big carved piece of wood over an old, like a couch that was clearly like thrifted.
Yeah.
It looked like it would be in an old cabin. It said Field and Stream Lodge.
There it is.
This place is cool.
The old blue canoe, right? It was a blue canoe.
Yeah, blue canoe.
Blue canoe.
I want a hotel called the Blue Canoe.
The Blue Canoe.
The Blue Canoe.
Then I got home, and I was like, I feel energized, recharged. I feel good. I feel like I really sat, and I sat by myself, and I journaled in the woods, and I contemplated some really big decisions about my life, and I was having like this spiritual, stress-free journey.
That's so great.
And you go, everything's going to change, guys. Everything.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
I'm a new person.
Different life.
I have a new look on everything.
Dude, it sucks so hard coming home.
And then you get home and it all
the
comes
same.
back.
And I was locked out of my house. I didn't set foot on my porch before I had a problem. I got home.
Welcome home.
At like 9 o'clock, get my bags, go to get my check bag because I got all my thrift stuff. And I'm like, and Tina texts me, I hope Bo's okay. And I go, why would Bo not be okay? So I had to leave early, and the dog sitter couldn't go by, so he's been in the house for like
how long?
Too long.
Oh no!
And I go,
what does that mean?
I go, so basically, I'm walking into pee and poop, is what you're telling me, and she's like, I hope not. And I go, all right. All right, and so I was bracing in the cab ride home of like, you're cleaning up pee and poop when you get home, and that's fine. Life's good. Woosah.
Woosah.
You just got out of Yellowstone, man. Whole new look on life. Get on the front porch. Door's locked. I didn't take my keys because she needed my car while I was gone. Locked me out. No key in our lockbox. So I'm like, yo, I'm locked out of the house. And I'm looking at the dog who's been alone too long, who's now excited because he hears me on the porch. I'm like, he's definitely peeing and pooping now.
Like right now.
Right now.
Little baby bow turds.
And I had to leave my luggage on my front porch, go Uber up to our friend Sophia's work, get the spare key that they have, thank God, and Uber back home last night at 11 o'clock. To let myself in the house, and I'm like super mad, super stressed out, and I go, man, that did not last at all.
Every good thing from every ounce of relaxation and the woosah, gone. Gone within 15 minutes.
Yeah, I had to really focus in to hold on to a little piece of it. Well, that was, you talk about like returning back, snap back to reality, dude. That was it.
So was the house a mess then?
No, he's a good boy.
Good.
It wasn't too bad.
That's nice. Well, glad you're back, Rafe.
Thank you.
It's Friday. I do have some of these Friday leftover stories I do want to get to. Stuff that I didn't get to this week. Scott sent me this. The Missouri Hair Museum is closing.
Yeah, it's sad.
I'm sorry, what?
Pardon?
There's a hair museum?
Yeah, there is.
Where is it? I need to go.
It's in Independence.
Independence, Missouri?
Road trip.
Oh, man.
No, it's done.
It's a sad day for Missouri.
For about 30 years, if you were looking for one of the quirkiest roadside attractions, you would find it at, it's called Layla's Hair Museum. It's a place filled wall to wall with intricate wreaths, jewelry, and art, all made from human hair. In fact, in this article that you sent me, Scott, they made a point to mention that the Prince of Darkness himself, Ozzy Osbourne, visited.
No, they're capitalizing on Ozzy now. What?
Gee whiz.
But the founder and namesake of the place, Leela Cohoon, passed away last year at the age of 92. And now her granddaughter, Lindsay, had the emotional task of finding new homes for the massive collection of over 3,000 pieces made of human hair.
Incredible.
Yo, you could sell that to Ripley's or something like that. That's like a Vegas attraction.
For
or,
sure.
Or what's another like strip with oddity shops and different things?
Branson.
Branson, yeah.
Oh, yeah, Branson probably got something
Yeah,
like
this
that.
seems very Branson.
Yeah, move it to Branson.
Yeah.
You know, and then everybody can like donate their wigs to that place, like Dolly Parton with her wigs and whatnot.
Oh,
That'd be cool.
Well, so apparently there's like a lock of Marilyn Monroe's hair in there. When Ozzy visited, Leela even snipped a piece of his hair.
That's sweet.
Oh, that's great.
So that's in there. So R.I.P. to the Hair Museum.
When's the last day? I'm sorry. Do we know?
They were 23andMe before 23andMe. You know, just collecting DNA.
Test this for drugs. By the way, has anybody ever had their hair tested for drugs? I remember that being a thing, like, any drug you've ever done, dude, it's going to be in your hair follicle. And I was like, oh, my God. Like in high school, like getting a job. Do you remember this?
Oh, yeah. Well, I never had hair take. I had to do pee samples.
Yeah, pee samples. But
That's how they would scare you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I was terrified because I'm like, I was experimenting with a lot of
if you smoked
crazy
weed 10
stuff.
years ago, it's still up in your hair.
That's right.
Yeah.
And they're going to ask for it.
Oh, you think 1 month is long enough? Well, you're wrong.
Yeah.
They're going to test your eyelashes.
I go in there like Mr. Clean.
I really want this job.
Shave your eyebrows off.
I got a problem. I'm a hairy Italian man.
I got alopecia.
You shave, but by the drive-in, you've already got like 3 inches of stubble.
Damn it. If you or somebody you know is using dating apps in the L.A. area, I know we have a couple of L.A. listeners out there. This is a story for you to hear. Authorities are on the hunt for a woman who they say is using the apps to not find love, but to find victims. Now, the LA County Sheriff's Department is warning the public about a woman named Adva Lavi. She also goes by Mia Ventura Shoshana. And she matches with these guys, and she poses as a potential girlfriend or companion, and she visits them at their house, and once inside, she just steals their stuff. She's a cutie, too.
Really?
What's the name?
Mia Ventura Shoshana.
Pull her up. Let's see if we'd let her rob us.
About 5'7", 104, brown hair, brown eyes. Apparently, she has very expensive taste in cars. Known to drive a black Porsche SUV.
Oh, man. Dude, I was at Home Depot yesterday, speaking of cool cars, and I took a picture of a car, an MG.
Yeah,
Oh, hey.
They look like a little gremlin. This thing is sweet. I don't know whose car this is in St. Louis, but I took a photo like
that
a
is cool.
psychopath.
That's cool.
This looks like a fun Sunday.
Never
driver.
seen a car like that
This
before.
gal looks like an AI.
I
gal,
know,
by the way.
but she's real though.
It's tight.
And these guys are matching with her, and she's showing up at their house and just robbing them.
Like she's actually showing up, or
Yeah.
she's sending somebody else in.
She's going to the house. Yeah, so they're looking for her. Mia Ventura Shoshana.
Shoshana.
She was a penthouse pet.
Oh, she was.
So this says.
She looks kind of like a Temu Kim Kardashian.
She looks AI almost.
She's very pretty. Yeah.
Hey, lazy ass.
Have you ever been to a cat show?
No, but I would love to go. In fact, there was a cat show not too long ago at one of the convention centers, and I was out of town.
Well, there was a controversy at a cat show in Ohio.
What happened? No litter? What?
This is at the Cuyahoga County Fairgrounds in Ohio. The story involves two couples from Indiana and two very expensive Maine Coon cats.
They bring some catnip in and things got
One
nuts.
valued at $3,500, another valued at $4,500. And according to the report, a couple arrived at the fairgrounds to enter their two cats into a show. As they were rolling the cats and their carriers from the car, they were suddenly ambushed from behind. And police say a 58-year-old woman and a 62-year-old guy who had originally sold the cats to the victims launched the attacks. The husband threw one of the victims to the ground, and injuring her hand and bruising her legs. And while he was fending off the owners, his wife grabbed the two cat carriers and threw them in their Toyota RAV4, and that's it. And yelled, "You owe us money!" And took off.
Catnapping.
Man.
As the victims tried to get their cats back, the woman allegedly tried to back her SUV over one of them. So, controversy at the cat show.
Was the cat dead? You said backed over it?
No, backed over the owner.
Oh, okay. I mean, I'm still concerned, but
like
not
that.
as
It's
much.
like, oh, thank
okay.
God.
Yeah. That's
Humans
over the
doing
owner.
stupid human stuff. All right.
And that's the only time she typed. She was like, cat, emergency.
I know those coon cats are worth that much money.
Yeah, they're
Oh,
big.
dude.
They're
Yeah,
so
they
cute.
Are they big? I don't know.
They're little werewolf cats.
those are the giant ones.
They're cool as hell.
Yeah, that's the one I want.
I follow a couple of Maine Coon accounts on Instagram.
Oh, yeah?
I'd just like to admit that to the world right now.
Yeah, as do I. And the post is always them holding the cat over their head.
Yeah.
Like this.
It's huge.
That's the thing.
Oh.
Like they're super docile and chill cats, so they kind of, I guess,
Real hairy
let them
ears.
just
Yep.
hold them.
They look like a lynx or something. They're cool looking, man.
Dustin Rao has one.
He
Songs
does?
for Soldiers. Yes.
How have I never
my
talked to him about
gosh.
this?
I don't know, man.
Look at these things, man.
Bring me
They're
your
so
cat.
neat.
Oh, yeah, those are huge.
Texting him
Damn.
right now.
That's not like AI generated
No, dude, these
photo?
are
Damn, dude, that's a big cat.
They're just beautiful creatures.
Holy cow.
Yeah. You a cat fan now?
No.
Now that you got,
Yep.
they look like the Beast from Beauty and the
Yep.
Beast.
And that's what I've been telling my wife. The only cat we're going
There's a
to be
picture
allowed to
you're
have is the
talking
Maine
about.
Coon.
Oh, this poor guy.
They must be chill because every owner is always just like holding them out, and they're just
Right.
like, "Ugh."
Here's a story I read. Headline, ER docs want people to stop doing this one super common thing in their car.
I bet I do it.
What is it?
Putting your feet on the dash.
Yep, another article about this.
Yep. You know who's really upset about this? Quentin Tarantino, because I feel like he's got a chick in every one of his movies doing this. And honestly, this is the best. I was doing this over the weekend, like driving home. I love putting my feet on the dash.
Yeah, let's be honest with you. When
While
you're
you're
the passenger-
driving?
Yeah, while I'm driving.
When
I'm
you're
just-
the passenger on a car trip, you know, one of the best parts is being able to kick back and relax and, you know, you control the music, look out the window, just get comfortable. And for a lot of people, getting comfortable means propping their feet up on the dashboard. Well, according to people who see the worst case scenarios every day, ER doctors, it is one of the most dangerous things you could do in a car.
bust your spine out. If you get in a car wreck and your feet are up like that, boom, your feet are going towards your face.
Well, emergency room physicians are practically begging people now to stop putting their feet on the dashboard. And the reason is simple, it's the airbags. In a car accident, the passenger side airbag is designed to explode out of the dashboard at speeds of up to 200 miles an hour. And of course, you know, it's to protect the person who's sitting there normally. But if your feet are up on the dash, that explosive force doesn't hit your torso, it hits your legs. So one pediatric ER doctor in California explains the airbag will instantly slam your knees towards your face, which will cause devastating and life-altering injuries.
Sure.
Shattering your hips, breaking your leg bones, dislocating all your joints. And another ER doctor in this article said the force could be so strong it could push your legs through your face.
Yeah.
Through your face.
All right.
Whoa.
I'll stop, I guess.
Yeah.
Good.
I can't feel like I can't do anything anymore with my life. Everything's under restriction now.
And they said it doesn't even have to be a major collision. Even just slamming on the brakes hard can cause your body to lurch forward, leading to serious leg injuries.
Yeah, they're just trying to take your freedoms, Leonard.
Yeah, this is big, dude. This is just big airbag.
This is big
Talking.
bag. Big bag.
Big bag, that's it.
Big
yes.
bag trying to
it's
take
a big
your
bag
freedoms.
conspiracy.
Nice try. Moving to Idaho, putting my feet on the dash.
I didn't take 5 years of gymnastics at Denton Elementary
Yeah,
to not be able to backflip out of this
You
accident
are
myself.
quite flexible,
That's pretty
right?
good.
It's fine.
There has to be that one, everybody went to school with that one person who could, like, there was a kid named Ryan Humphreys in my school who put his legs behind his head and, like, walk on his butt cheeks.
Oh, yeah.
Love
There's always,
him.
like, that double jointed hip person you grew up with that could, like, do the whole lock their feet behind their head and, like, almost kiss their own butt situation. So there has to be one of those people that's, like, immune to this law.
That's right.
Like, the airbags go off and then their feet's just like,
Nice try.
nice try. I've been doing this my whole life. And they're
This
just
is what I've been training for.
toes are interlocked behind their head and, like, didn't even hurt.
This is what I've been training for. One more thing. I thought this was kind of funny. Did your parents ever have bizarre house rules growing up? Did your parents ever have bizarre house rules growing up, like that maybe you even still think about? Like you can't go outside barefoot until Easter. I don't know, just making that up.
No, I mean, I'm trying to think here, like weird rules.
Yeah, people online are sharing weird rules they had growing up, and dude, some of these are hilarious. Like no turning on the lights during a thunderstorm.
Whoa.
Like no wearing clothing with faces on them.
Whoa. Why?
So no like Mickey Mouse shirts, no kitty cat shirts, nothing. Either plain shirts with no graphics on them, or it had to be something not alive, like a soccer ball or a pumpkin or something.
Or a skeleton.
Strange.
I mean, I don't think it's a strange rule, but my parents are teetotalers, and I remember at the Blues game or something when I was like in middle school, I got something. It was like a Bacardi ad. It was like a bat or something. It was like a Halloween promotion or something. And I put it on my bulletin board. I had a big cork board, you know, above my bed with all my cool Cardinals pennants and posters and different stuff. And I put that up there, and she walked in, and man,
Nope.
my mother was like, "What is that?" I was like, "It's a bat." And she's like, "No, it's an alcohol ad. Get out of this
Yeah,
house."
but how does she go to Busch Stadium?
Say what?
How does she go to Busch Stadium?
That's a guy's name, man. You know.
You don't know Joe Bacardi?
Listen, I don't know what you want me to say. She was like, "Get that out of this house. It's an alcohol advertisement." And I was like, "Oh, okay." It looked like a bat to me.
Right, yeah. We had to drink a huge glass of milk every morning as a kid because my parents believed it would make us grow tall, but I was lactose intolerant, so I just ended up, feeling really nauseous all day long. We had one drink cup by the kitchen sink, and if you're thirsty, you use that cup and put it back for the other family members.
I love that one.
We'd wash it in the dishwasher every 2 days or so.
That's you and I doing that to our families because you and I hate when all our people leave cups everywhere.
Yeah,
Drives
I'm
me
a cup
nuts.
collector.
Yeah, same.
No stepping on the bath mat with wet feet.
I like that rule.
Hence the need for a bath mat.
The curtains had to be open first thing in the morning so the neighbors wouldn't think we slept in.
Weird.
Yeah.
We're really caring
Again, these are
about
all
that.
like bizarre rules that their parents had growing up.
We had a couple weird ones for sure.
We weren't allowed to walk from the bathroom to our bedrooms after a shower in just a towel, even if nobody else was there besides the family.
Okay.
Must have been Mike Pence's house. Mother.
It's like a modesty thing.
I don't know. What was a rule in your house, Rafe?
I remember you guys made me think of when you're talking about the cup. Like, there's stuff that you don't. I've talked about this before. Remember the first time you stay all night at a friend's house and you realize your family's weird?
Yes.
Like, you're just like, oh, we're the weirdos. I remember my friend came over and probably because we were poor, but we wouldn't buy like napkins or paper towels. Like, but it just wasn't in the budget. So when we would eat dinner, there would be like a dish towel that was like the community. We all used it to like wipe our hands. It was like basically a community napkin for the whole family at the table.
Yeah.
Whoa.
Like if you got like, if you needed to like wipe your mouth or wipe your hands, your brother would just toss you the towel.
What?
It was like the community. I said it was weird, man. I thought we were being vulnerable here.
Tim and I
Not
do
rib
that.
night.
I mean, it's just two people.
Yeah, you didn't want to be there on spaghetti night.
No.
It was a dirty ass towel by the time it got to you. It was just kind of like a thing that I remember one of my friends being like, watching the towel get passed around the table where he's like, is everything okay, man? And I'm like, what are you talking about?
That's so
You
gross.
want the community? I know, it is kind of gross. It was just kind of a weird. I guess when it's your family, though, you don't. Who cares? It's like your brothers and your mom and dad. But it was definitely like, I think it was like a definite. There's a definite white trash thing, and that's okay. That's who I am. That's part of my DNA.
One person wrote, I wasn't allowed to watch anything that depicted a dysfunctional family. Maybe in case I realized that was us.
Oh, I mean, I wasn't allowed to watch Roseanne or
Really?
Mama's Family or anything.
Mama's Family.
You love
like
Mama's
that.
Family,
I
dude.
loved it.
No one
That was
talks
my
about
rebellion.
Mama's Family more than Moon Valjean.
It was a big deal. That was my rebellion.
Mama's Family with Vicki Lawrence.
I
Love
also-
that. A great show.
I also remember that.
I imagine your friend coming over, like, why are you watching Mama's Family? And you're like, because I'm a rebel. And you like putting like one of those switchblade combs through your hair
Because I do what I
while you're
want.
watching Vicki Lawrence. Vicki Lawrence is cool.
We were not allowed in the living room during LA Law. That song would come on, and my mom would basically look down the hall, like, because we'd play like balloon volleyball or like, some soccer game or something in the hallway, and she'd look at us. You hear that? It's the LA Law music. Get out of here. That's mom's time.
Once you heard those opening notes, you're like, get out.
Get to your
You're
room.
not going to watch your mom lust after Corbin Burnson.
I don't know what it was. I don't know if it was like.
You don't want to see Mama this way.
I don't know if it was adult themes. I don't know if it was language.
Go
I don't
play
know.
with your Bat McCarty mirror.
To this day, I've never seen past the opening credits of LA Law.
Somebody writes, I wasn't allowed to invite a friend over for the second time until they invited me over their house. My mom kept track of how many times I invited friends over and demanded they reciprocate before I could invite them again.
Oh, well.
Yeah, there was kind of like an evenness
Mom needs therapy.
to everything back then. At least with my parents as well. Like it was a, hey, can I go to Greg's house? Can Greg's parents do one of the driving? One of the ways. If that's a deal, you pick which one I do.
Yeah.
That's funny.
I'll take you. He's dropping you.
How about the cereal curfew? Cereal, strictly a breakfast food. It was forbidden to be eaten as a snack or for dinner.
My grandma was kind of that.
In some households, it could not be consumed after 10 a.m.
Interesting.
I had no food and drink rules. Zero. I lived on Cape Cod popcorn and Pelican Pay and
Dang,
Dr.
name
Pepper.
brand.
Honestly, the only rule that probably happened is if I cleared an entire 12-pack of Dr. Pepper by Tuesday or Wednesday, my mom would be like, you got to make these last a week. I ain't getting more until Saturday.
The no odd numbers rule, the television volume, thermostat could never be left at an odd number.
Odd number. Wow,
That's a
that's
superstition, you know?
I was my dad's remote control for the console TV for a while.
Get up, change channel.
He'd be standing there and he'd be like, change it to 4, 2, 2. Change it back to 2, 2, 2.
You know, I'll be honest with you.
And do you remember channel U? There used to be a U on the dial. I think that was like Fox for a while.
It was ultra confusing.
You?
There was a U and then numbers, and I don't know what the U stood for.
don't remember
I just
that.
remember it being on the
I remember
console
a U.
TV.
Probably antenna.
No, I think now when I have volume control, I don't think I go on odd numbers either.
I don't think about that.
You're
What?
not,
You
you're
don't
not
turn it
alone.
up to 11?
Usually it's a multiple of 5. A 0 or a 5.
Apparently, you're not alone with the dish towel thing, the family dish towel.
Really?
Yeah, a couple people checking in saying,
See, sometimes you just got to say this quiet
we
part
have
out loud
we
and
have
let
dish
people
towels,
live
but
their
for
truth.
we have,
Dishes?
for dishes, or like if you're cooking, you wipe your hands on it.
Yeah. We just had like one. It was basically like we were all sharing a cloth diaper. We were just like passing around.
Oh man.
Yeah. We had weird rules. I remember, and I've had to like deal with it as an adult, not in a sad way, but kind of like food stuff that like definitely got in my head. Like we had to clean our plate. If you put something on your plate, you had to eat it. And if you didn't, you'd get in trouble. Like you'd sit there. Like if you put food on your plate, it was going in your mouth and it was going down your esophagus, whether you were full or not.
Okay, what about this one? Don't ever sit on a made bed. Like once a bed was made for the day, it was considered a decorative item.
No hats on the bed.
It's a lot of witchcraft sounding
You were not
stuff.
allowed to sit or lie on top of the comforter. Lounging had to be done in on a chair or on the floor until it was time to go to sleep.
I mean, I get weird
respect
about
that.
it. Like I make my bed all pretty like, and if somebody lays on it and messes it up, I'm like, I'm always making it look good again, you know. But you can lay
imagine
on it.
that to the extreme level of like now you are not. Sleep time is over.
Yeah.
This is now a decorative item.
This is why I don't like one of the many reasons why I didn't want to have kids, because I don't think I could hang. You know what I mean? You guys are all great because you got kids or want kids. It's like, I just think that I'm too type A and too stiff of a person with how decorative everything is about my house that I just can't.
It would not be good.
It would not.
No.
It would not be good for your mental health. But I
No.
think you'd probably get over it because you have to.
Yeah.
That's just kind of what happens.
I just refuse to change that part of myself.
I'm not.
And I'd be like my friend's mom who was like that, who we all hated going to her house because she was such a bee.
Debbie Taylor, dude. There was a room we couldn't go in. My friend WA's house, I remember, like, she would vacuum the carpet a specific way to where it would look like it was just like pink shag carpeting.
Yep.
You could see the vacuum
the
lines.
lines, yeah.
And, dude, you could put a footprint on it, and it was like you were busted. And she would send you home from her home. She had a couch. It was a room just for looking, not for sitting. No one went in there. It had, like, plastic on the couch. And it was just a room that was her room to be decorated, and the kids weren't allowed in there. And if you set foot in that room, you could be staying all night at her house. It could be 11 o'clock at night. She'd take you home.
It's like the living room in Drop Dead Fred. Remember?
We had a
Why
room in the
was that
house
a
where we
thing?
couldn't go.
Well, we had
Really?
Yeah.
Roseanne was all about it?
Yeah, there were white couches.
Yeah.
It was-
you
it
had the
was-
Drop Dead Fred mom
It was
too.
it was the living room.
Interesting.
Like not the den,
my
but the formal living
Did you
room.
want to
my
go
wife's
in there?
grandmother had that same room. Plus, we had a friend who had a dad who had a Disney collection that was worth like hundreds of thousands of dollars, and it
Yeah.
was all locked in this bedroom. And we would hear about it all the time. Like, can we look? Can you just open the door? And he's like, no, we're not allowed to do that.
Yeah.
Like, even the kids were not allowed to go. It was a locked room.
Yeah,
Kids were
they may
not
not have been Disney tapes in those. In those, it might have said Aladdin on the front, but when you opened it up, it was Busty Butts 12.
Sex dungeon.
Yeah.
I
I
always
wonder if
imagined
those
what
rooms
women-
were the Type A women or
Had to
Type
be.
A people that had kids and were like, I have to have one room that's for me,
Had
for
to
my
be.
brain and the way I work.
No, this was if my parents had guests over, that's where they would go. Like the
Little
one
sitting room.
The sitting
It was
room,
a sitting
the
room.
drawing room. I did have a food rule. I talked about this before because like eating was so obnoxious to me. It was such a task. It was always in the way of my playing. I never wanted to come inside. I didn't think about food. Food was for survival only. And when I'd be forced to come inside and have a family dinner, which we did every night, I would sit there and, some hamburger helper or whatever cheap ass crap my mom was putting on the table would be too hot to eat. And I'd be like, I don't want to wait for this to cool off. I was so impatient. So I would mix anything cold, like applesauce or anything, with the hot stuff and just make it a big soup and just down it as fast as I could. So may I be excused? Pew, out of here. That grossed out my dad so bad. He would get so visibly angry that the only rule is if I was going to mix food, I had to get a cereal box and block his view. Block his view of
Really?
my food so I wouldn't
yeah.
destroy
It was
his
stomach
appetite.
turning.
My dad would lock food up, which I found out later in life was weird and like led to a lot of like, he would like lock stuff in a little, he had like a box and like he had his food that he didn't want us eating. But it was like we never got, I was jealous of people who had no food rules because like we never got like Little Debbie snack cakes.
Well,
if they got bought, they got locked up.
You had brothers, so
I
Yeah.
had two brothers. Yeah, but I went to people's houses that had plenty of kids that just still. My dad, it wasn't like he was doling them out to us. He was just eating them when we went to bed. like we knew where the stash was. We knew the Little Debbie, the little Christmas tree cakes were in this thing.
But that was for him.
And we couldn't get to them. And he wasn't like he came out. He's like, you can each have one. It just he waited until we went to bed, and then we'd hear him in there, and
he
we'd find the
was-
raptors.
being
And
a
I'm like,
savage. All right, here's a couple.
My family, by the way, still hides food from me.
Yeah, Jerry still hides it from all of
The
us.
kids
We
in
don't even live there
Mallory,
anymore.
they know that if they get certain things, I'll like kind of clear through it more than they would like, and they'll come and look for it and be like, "Oh, what, Dad?"
Yeah, well, I do that too, and
They
I
hide
usually
food
get
from me.
complaints, and I'm like, well, get your own house.
Jerry hides all of his chocolates in his bedside drawer And it's upsetting, because he moved it. Usually it was like on top of the fridge, which we all knew. And then he's been moving his hiding places. And now my mom's like, it's his nightstand. Look in the first drawer. He's got a ton of candy in there.
Holy cow, that's awesome.
I had a buddy whose mom banned all red drinks. So anything, Kool-Aid, it wasn't the sugary content. It was just red.
She saw a news story about Red 5 or something.
No, it was because of carpets.
Oh, yeah. Well, we banned...
any red drink.
We
No.
banned slime. Remember that came in the house?
Yeah.
It ruined a couch cushion or two and a carpet, and you're just like, all right, I'm done with this.
Did anybody have the formal phone greeting? So when answering the family landline, you had to kind of use a specific formal script, like, good evening, Rizzuto residents.
Yeah, we had that in the 80s.
Scott speaking.
80s and 90s.
Yeah.
Yeah, we did that.
Hi. Yeah. What was it? Oh, man, I can't remember.
Mine was sup, dog.
Sup, dog, what you selling?
Colvin residents. Lauren speaking.
Yeah. There was almost a formal script.
Yeah.
If you're gonna answer this landline,
Right.
You're representing the family.
Yeah, that's right.
You're representing my good name.
Remember the first time your voice changed and someone mistook you for your dad on the phone?
No, I don't.
Like one of
Yes,
his...
he's still waiting.
Oh, I'm sorry, man.
Man. You're adopted. Oh, no.
I can handle it.
There's the night flush prohibition. So
You might find something out, though, from your dad's buddy, Randy, because he's like, he didn't know, you know what I mean? Like the first time you answer, you're like, hello? And he's like, hey, man, how about those chicks at the tavern last night? And I'm like, whoa.
Yeah, keep going.
Who you
Say
trying
more.
to tell me more? Yeah, like you'd find some info out.
Some people have the night flush prohibition to avoid waking light sleepers. Flushing the toilet was forbidden between 10 p.m. and 6 a.m.
Gross.
There was the squeegee imperative. After every single shower, it was mandatory to use a squeegee to wipe down all the glass doors and tile to prevent water spots.
I've tried that in the past. Didn't work.
I feel like
That's not me. That's not me.
I feel attacked right now.
Why am I fidgeting?
My in-laws have the no whistling indoors.
No,
That's a superstition.
That's Rizzuto.
We had no hats on the bed. That was a superstition too, right? Hat on the bed was bad luck or something.
Yeah.
My mom would get pissed if you
Hat at the dinner table.
if I took my hat and threw it on like a made bed. She's like, hang it on the bedpost or hang it in the closet. Don't. She would clear the beds off.
Jackie was a witch.
Somebody said, I have to hide food from my fiance so my kid has snacks for lunch. And that is one of the reasons that they started hiding food from me. Because I'd be like, oh, look at this. A cool fruit snack. This looks good. And I'd eat it in the afternoon. And then the next morning I get a text and go, what happened to the something fruit snack?
Yeah,
Like, I don't know. I may have tried that. And they go, that was for lunches.
You got to declare that.
That was for kids' lunches.
You got to declare it.
Yeah, put a name
It's
on
like
it.
customs. You got to declare it. Speaking of fruit, one thing I forgot that is funny that I wanted to tell you about. I found out, you know how everyone's into Yellowstone and loves the show. Mm-hmm. It's like this cattle rancher who butts up against Yellowstone. Well, the actual biggest ranch owner that butts up against Yellowstone is the Mott's family.
Oh, Mott's Apple?
Yeah. And I go, that's not as cool. It's not as cool of a story when you find out it's the applesauce people. You know what I mean? Where they're like, yeah, our family's 9 generations of apple picking.
Yeah.
These people come and try to take our orchards because like the
apple mashing.
The whole Yellowstone
Mott's-
mythos is like this cattle rancher who's trying to
Mott's is
maintain
family?
a way
That's
of
a
life.
family?
Yeah, of course.
And apparently they got.
I listen. It could have been just a company name. I don't know.
They're not a murderous family dumping bodies in
I
canyons.
got the Mott's. Yeah, it's just
Oh,
like
that
it's-
Mott's money?
Yeah, they got that Mott's money, baby. And it's like that made me laugh because I was like, that isn't as sexy of a story to base a show around. To be like, yeah, we've been making cider and applesauce for 7 generations. These people want to take our land.
We've been baby's first food for 80 years.
Yeah,
right?
Your great grandfather Johnny Appleseed walked this valley. It's like not as sexy of a story as the cowboy story, but
Mott's.
I got a kick out of that.
All right, listen, we got to take a break, but first. And it's brought to us by Hot Shot Sports Bar and Grill. Score a shot at $10,000 during Blues away games this year at Hot Shot Sports Bar and Grill. Get all the details at hotshotsnet.com. From Warden, Illinois, Annie Weisman is our team. We were out in Warden for our bar rescue
That's
episode. Vitaly's Hideaway now out there.
Yeah, they're doing well.
Annie listens to the show every morning. She likes everything about the show, but if she had to pick one of her favorite parts, it's when we do news. Annie says, y'all make getting up early easier and help start my day with a laugh. I share things I hear with others and look forward to representing your show with a cool-ass jersey. Annie loves being outdoors with her dog Ranger. She likes working hard and enjoying reading on cold, rainy days. Andy Weisman from Warden, Illinois is our Teamers Remember the Day. Get super sweet Teamers Remember the Day soccer jersey. Get yourself signed up. 1057thepoint.com/TeamRizz. All right, Lauren, what do you got for us?
I'm just a girl who maybe is going to the Sphere. Alternatives to the Super Bowl halftime show, new in theaters and record stores, and the best horror movie villains from each decade.
All right, we got that. We got your crappy birthdays. We got the porno birthday. And is Rockstar Games finally getting serious about cheating? We'll chop it up next. Stay there. All right, welcome back to the program. Phone number 314-624-3833 or 618-398-3833. The Schreier text line, 314-649-DUMB. Mick Ultra Studio Cams, 1057thepoint.com/Rizz. The socials at Rizz Show. Your emails, Rizz Show at 1057thepoint.com. Crap on celebrities here in just a moment. We'll get to your Friday fail stories. It is Breast Cancer Awareness Month, and we have some guests coming in.
Yeah.
From SSM Health, we have Nikki Owens, who is the Director of Breast Imaging for SSM Health, and we have Dr. Pam Bunting, who is the Director of Breast Surgery at SSM Health. We'll talk about boobies.
We're going to have some booby talk.
We'll have some booby talk at 8 o'clock. Also, we need to shout out the Hats of the Week. Hats of the Week are back here at the Rizz Show, and if your company or brand wants to sponsor a Hat of the Week, have your hat worn by one of us all week long, displayed on the webcams, plug your business daily all week long, make a generous donation to Cardinal Glennon Children's Hospital. All the details at 1057thepoint.com. But we'll start with Moon. Your head is sponsored by...
Skip the hassle of hanging holiday lights. Trim Light Southeast Missouri installs hidden smartphone-controlled LED lighting for holidays, game days, parties, and more, backed by a lifetime warranty, serving Southeast Missouri and the surrounding areas all the way up. Call 573-880-2547 or visit trimlightsemo.net. Trimlight Semo, one system, all seasons. Thank you for the donations and the lights in the Point Studio.
Learn.
Golden Oak Lending, thank you for your donation. Golden Oak Lending's rates, they're low, and home equity is higher than ever. Refinancing with Golden Oak Lending right now can save you thousands. So call them, 314-567-GOLD, or go to goldenoaklending.com.
Rafe Williams.
Martin Jetco Heating and Cooling. Martin Jetco is offering a one-time $89 tune-up to keep your system running at peak performance. So schedule yours today before the freezing weather strikes. Reliable home comfort solutions, more reliable than your St. Louis weather. Martin Jetco Heating and Cooling, 636-205-1631, or go to martinjetco.com.
And my head is sponsored by Getaway Carts, one-stop shop for all golf cart needs. Lithium swap experts, new and used carts available with possible 0% financing. Check out their new location in Soulard, 2207 South 12th Street. That's getawaycarts.com. And we thank all these companies for their donations to Cardinal Glennon Children's Hospital. Listen, I'm not a gamer. I know, Moon, you've got your toe in that gaming arena, right? Also, you, Scott?
Yeah, still
Yes, sir.
Do you play, what is it? You play Call of Duty?
I play Call of Duty.
Now, is there a big problem with cheaters?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Always.
It has been cleaned up ever so slightly, but the past few years
Yeah.
have just been overrun.
Yeah, and
And
if you're a
that's-
PC, I mean, if you're a PC user playing, you can cheat super easy, but us console folks have it tougher.
I didn't know there was a Grand Theft Auto online.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, dude.
Is that a big one?
It's amazing.
I still play that one.
Yeah, it's pretty fun.
So if you spend any time doing this Grand Theft Auto online, you've almost certainly run into a cheater, from players spawning money out of thin air to, I guess, people becoming like invincible gods who, ruin it for everyone. Mm-hmm. So Rockstar just posted a new job listing for a cheat software analyst and an anti-cheat engineer. So if this is something that you want to maybe try your hand at, according to the descriptions, these new hires will be responsible for protecting Rockstar's games against cheaters, vulnerabilities, and exploits. Their job will be to reverse engineer cheat programs and build solutions to stop them, ensuring the games are fair and fun for everyone.
Which is going to be great, because whenever you do the cheating, the online thing, it's so annoying, because normally you could kill just fine in that, and then all of a sudden out of nowhere, you just are always dying every 10 seconds, and it's so frustrating.
Yeah, the whole. I mean, there's a lot of reasons to be angry at Activision in the Call of Duty world, But the whole real anger from the whole community, I think, is that they're just not protecting it in any way. They put out this thing called Ricochet anti-cheat, and they've made a big old press release about it. This is just a couple years ago when cheating was out of hand. They were losing millions of users. And they're like, oh, well, look, we did this. And I swear it got worse.
Well,
it got worse.
Rockstar's version of that is called BattleEye. It's their anti-cheat software called BattleEye, and I guess it doesn't really work well.
Yeah, it's absurd how easy it is to get around it. And people pay like $20, $30 a month or something to have all these updates for cheating codes or whatever it is, for the cheats.
Yeah, I think they've been doing that. Blizzard games. That makes like World of Warcraft, right?
Yeah, Blizzard's like the host.
My brother's big time into that. My youngest brother's a total Warcraft, like to the point that a couple times when I was like, "Hey man, get out of the basement."
Like, hey,
you've been down here for 3 days, and like he tells
you need to get some vitamin D, buddy.
He's like educated me on. He's like, "There's an entire department at Blizzard that is all." Because those are games where you have to you have to like make agreements online to collaborate with people to do missions because you can't do them. You know, that's the old Leroy Jenkins.
Right.
Yeah.
And I guess like cheating on there is rampant. So they have like an entire department that's in there like kicking users out and like deleting entire profiles.
Well, this is Rockstar's version of that. So they want engineers and people who know how to do this stuff. So cool job if you're qualified.
I'm sure there's dozens of depths, layers that I don't know. But one of the things that seems to be such a tightrope walk for these people, for the developers and all that, is they have all these pro streamers that are so freaking good and so entertaining to watch and all that. And then you find out that most of those guys are cheating.
Yep.
But Activision's not going to say nothing.
Because they're
because they're promoting
your game.
They're promoting the game.
And to millions of people.
Yeah, so it's like, you know, like you're watching all this like aspirational play. And you're like, man, I could get that good. And then you find out that half of these dudes are full of crap.
Yep.
Well, if not more, you know, and there's so many layers to it, and it's such a frustrating thing. And we're gluttons for punishment. That's
right.
Me and my buddies when we get on, we know that we're going to hate it. We hate our lives. It makes us nervous. It's taking minutes from our life, but we're addicted.
Well, while Rockstar doesn't mention Grand Theft Auto 6 by name, it's safe to bet that whatever they're building will be the core part of the next game's online experience. So
yeah,
go to Rockstar Games website and get all the info. All right, today is October the 10th. Back in the day, 180 years ago, 1845, the U.S. Naval Academy opens in Annapolis. 55 years ago, 1970, Neil Diamond, the Jewish Elvis, has his first #1 song called...
You ain't nothing but a hound dog.
Say it ain't so.
Cracklin' Rose. Come on.
Cracklin' Rose, keep on. Gosh, every time we talk about Neil Diamond, I forget.
Smile, but
I'm listening today. Every time we talk about him, we'll text later in the day and be like, Jewish Elvis slaps.
It's a Neil Diamond day.
It slaps.
53 years ago, 1972, James Brown meets with President Nixon to discuss the nation's drug abuse program.
Oh, no. How'd that go?
Didn't go well. 47 years ago, 1978, President Carter signs a bill authorizing the Susan B. Anthony dollar, which dies a quick death because it looked and felt too much like a quarter.
And we don't want women on our money. You know what I mean? No? Am I the only one?
You're the only one.
No.
Yep.
45 years ago, 1980, Billy Buckwheat Thomas fell victim to the curse of the Little Rascals when he died of a heart attack at the age of 49. It was definitely not Otay.
You get the hell out of here.
34 years ago, 1991, Joseph Harris was an ex-postal worker, and he killed 3 other postal workers and a woman in New Jersey, which was one of the many tragedies that inspired the term going postal.
Falling down, Michael Douglas.
33 years ago, 1992, The Chase by Garth Brooks debuts at #1 on Billboard's pop and country album charts, knocking who from the top spot on each?
91?
1992. So The Chase by Garth Brooks debuts at #1 on Billboard's pop and country albums chart, knocking who
Mariah Carey?
from the top spot on each. No, this person had it also on both.
Oh, wow.
Pop and country. Shania Twain?
Billy Ray Cyrus.
No.
Oh, Achy Breaky Heart.
Yep.
Wow, thank you, Garth.
Billy Ray Cyrus.
Don't tell my charts.
Some Gave All album. 30 years ago, 1995, No Doubt releases their breakthrough album, Tragic Kingdom.
The best.
22 years ago, 2003, Kill Bill Volume 1 comes out. 21 years ago, 2004, The Entire Planet Mourns. A World Without Superman when Christopher Reeve passes away. 19 years ago, 2006, Google buys YouTube for $1.65 billion. And 18 years ago today, in 2007, Radiohead releases their 7th record called In Rainbows. And they did that whole weird pay what you want download option.
Mm-hmm.
Do you remember?
Smart.
Yeah. Do you remember the world before that? Because it was a different world. It changed the world.
Well, probably their most important record ever. And that's what happened back in the day. All right, time to find out what's going on. Yeah, the world was before In Rainbows and after In Rainbows.
There's only 2 worlds.
IR.
All right, time to find out what's going on in the world of music and entertainment with your crap on celebrities.
And we start with this. Speaking of No Doubt, they are back and they're headlining at the Sphere.
Yeah, who would have thought if you would have given all of us 100 guesses each, like, all right, who's going to headline the Sphere next?
We wouldn't have said No Doubt.
Nobody would have said No Doubt.
Well, because they've been so disbanded for so long. I mean, they get together occasionally. I'm excited about this, though. I definitely wasn't thinking No Doubt, and I've only seen them once in 2009. One of my favorite bands growing up, and honestly, this might be it for me. This might be the thing that gets me to the Sphere.
Gets you to Vegas.
This might be it. And honestly, I didn't think that this would be it. But this got announced last night, and I was like, holy crow, I got to go.
Do they have the date yet?
So they don't have the dates. Those come out today. But it will be the Las Vegas residency run through May through June of 2026. There's no definitive dates yet.
Yeah, it takes months to get all that stuff together. There's all that, all the background stuff, and it's an undertaking.
What's really cool is, so from Tragic Kingdom, you remember like the big orange.
Yeah.
So the Sphere was lit up like an orange.
Cool.
How cute is that? And Gwen Stefani will now become the first woman to headline the arena since it opened 2 years ago.
There goes the Sphere.
There it goes. Now they've let women in.
Yuck.
The Susan
We're
B.
going to ruin
Anthony
everything.
Sphere.
Next thing you're going to drive and vote.
I know.
What?
It's
now
absurd.
headlining the Sphere?
So this is
Slippery
only
slope,
the
guys.
third time in the last 7 years that No Doubt has performed together. They reunited last year for Coachella, and that actually went really well. And then for an LA Fire Aid benefit that was earlier this year.
Yeah, that would be cool. Have you've seen No Doubt?
I have, just once. And it was awesome. And I got like 8th row at the amphitheater to see them because I was like, I mean, I had no money at the time, but I splurged.
The only
to
time
go.
I saw them, it was in her era of when she had braces and...
Oh, the Return of Saturn era.
Yes.
Yeah.
Dang.
That was a great record too, man.
Yeah, I saw it down in Branson. They played an amphitheater, and it was The Urge, No Doubt. Or, I mean, The Urge 311, No Doubt.
Oh.
It was. Yeah, it was awesome.
Great show.
Do you
That's
think
excellent.
they'll do Gwen stuff?
No.
In
They
the Sphere?
normally don't.
But for the Sphere show, do you think they'll make an exception?
I don't know.
And do the hits because it's going to be so much money for a ticket?
Maybe if they need like...
No
Something in
bananas? Is this a
between.
no bananas
It's
Sphere
like,
show?
no bananas. I don't know if it needs it, honestly. I think there's such a
they're
hunger
awesome.
for all of their hits.
So
that
No Doubt, when they play, they don't do any solo Gwen stuff, huh?
They don't. Or at least I'm unaware if they do.
Let's see.
From what I've seen, they do not.
That'll be a
that's
cool
great.
show.
That's such a great
It's
thing.
the most attractive one I've so far. I will agree with that.
I'm excited. I don't know how much tickets will be, but honestly, I would splurge.
$1 million bazillion dollars, and you don't even care.
I don't care. I really don't. I'm a dink, dude. I have double income, no kids, so we might be doing this. Turning Point USA, founded by late conservative activist Charlie Kirk, announced plans for an all-American halftime show to run parallel to the 2026 Super Bowl halftime in protest of Bad Bunny's performance. As you know, a lot of people are upset. The counter program is going to promote, quote, faith, family, and freedom, and solicit public input on genres like Americana, worship, and anything in English. It's being promoted
so it's
as.
going to be Lee Greenwood is going to be doing the...
Heck yeah, finally.
Yeah. How excited are you, Scott?
I mean, that's the
Finally.
ultimate Super Bowl,
You know,
man,
this,
right there.
this does remind me, and I don't know if you have this, but and Living Color did this.
That's
Oh,
what
yeah.
started.
That's what started this. I think it was 1991.
And Living Color hijacked, but that was a different thing.
No,
That's
I
when
know
that
it
used to
was
be like
different.
marching bands. That's what like started the Super Bowl halftime show.
Well, it was like a salute to the big band, and they would have a salute to children, and
Interesting.
like, to these acts. And so, Living Color, I think it was 1991. They were like, we're going to have our own halftime thing. So when the game is at halftime, turn to Fox, and then Living Color is going to have their own thing.
Yeah. And it worked.
20 million people, I think, tuned in.
Oh, wow.
Golly.
20 million people. And then next year, you know what the Super Bowl did?
What?
Got Michael Jackson.
Yep.
There you go. Well, no broadcast partners as of yet. No list of performers yet on what Turning Point show is going to be. But February 8th, Santa Clara, California. If you don't want to watch the halftime show, you can watch this. Neil Young has announced that he's pulling his music from Amazon. He posted on his archives website, "The time is here. Forget Amazon. Soon my music will not be there. And it's easy to buy local." He says, "Support your community. Go to a local store. Don't go back to the big corporations who have sold out America." He says, "We all have to give up something to save America from corporate control age that it's entering. You don't need to buy from them, so don't. They shut down our government, your income, your safety, your family's health security. Let's take back America together. Stop buying from big corporations."
Is he back on Spotify?
Local. I think he is.
Remember, he was off Spotify for a little
long
while,
time, yeah.
and I'm never going back, and now he's back on Spotify.
I personally hate when artists pull. This is the same headache that it is for like people to watch sports, right? Like the sporting events are on different channels from what I hear. And it's like the same thing. Like Garth Brooks, I hate that he doesn't put his music anywhere because I can't get Friends in Low Places on my Apple Music.
I think it's on Amazon, though.
Yeah, but I don't want to get Amazon. I'm an Apple Music person, and I'm an Apple Music person. I'm a Spotify podcast listener. I don't get why I'm like this, but I am. And that's because actually I do know why I'm like that because Dak Shepard went exclusively to Spotify, and that's when I switched over to just listening to podcasts.
Everybody's got their preferences.
I know, but it's such a bummer. I'm like, stop this.
Yeah.
End this.
And I also find it kind of funny whenever an artist like this says, they hate the big corporation kind of thing, blah, 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 but he's probably still on a major label.
Oh, no.
He still sells everything he has.
Neil's the real
He still
deal.
buys I bet he buys.
He's
Don't
pretty
assume.
crunchy.
He's pretty crunchy. Like, I would say out of all of the people with the audacity, Neil Young is actually somebody that walks the walk.
But in order to get his information, he's
Neil
still
Young
using all the big tech stuff.
Whatever happened
Seems
to
very
him?
grumpy.
He is.
Him and Graham Nash.
He's a crunchy dude.
Yeah.
I feel like you and Neil Young would get along.
You would.
I really do.
ridiculous.
I feel like
We would
honestly, he
we would
should
just be in
be
the
on
corner,
your.
just with our arms crossed,
Yeah.
going,
You're the Neil Young of St. Louis, dude.
Just harumph. Just you'd be harumphing back and forth.
Yeah, you're right, Neil.
Have you ever heard him?
You guys are like the two
course.
Muppet guys that sit up in the. You and Neil Young are the two Muppet guys that sit up in the
The
balcony.
old guys.
He is
guys'
a rough
names?
interview.
Oh, what are their names?
Oh,
He
he's
knows
so
their
mad.
names.
Waldorf and Stadler.
Yeah,
Those are my
You
guys.
You're the Waldorf.
You are
Those are my
that's you and
fa-
Neil.
Which one are you?
Young and
Both.
Rizzuto. You're Young and Rizzuto movie reviews. Two humps down.
Oh, yeah.
You just grunt
If
about.
anybody ever asks who my favorite Muppets are, it's the guys that are in the balcony.
Whatever
Nice
happened to
snuffleupagus.
Neil? Do you guys remember when he was doing he was going to give like $1 million? It was more than that. If you could create a car that ran on water.
Yeah.
Do you remember this?
I know.
Whatever happened with that?
He had initiatives, I mean,
Did anybody make the water car for Neil?
I bet there's a guy still trying.
you remember
Yeah,
this?
every time somebody builds one, they always get killed off.
They always get disappeared.
Yeah,
Yes.
in a cave system.
It's annoying.
He literally was offering. I can't.
Super
it was
annoying.
It sounds right.
I'd like to
It was
announce that
millions of
Scott is
dollars.
building
And he was like,
a
"I'll give
water
you millions
car.
of dollars of my own money if you can build a car that runs on water." And I'm like, it was a big deal for
Neil,
a
it's a
couple years, and I
Jetski.
never heard.
Yeah, I was just
anything.
saying, mine's a boat.
I would love to see. Hey,
Neil's never seen a jet ski
Google
before.
Neil Young on a jet ski. God,
I hope it happens.
I hope there's a picture of Neil Young on a jet ski.
And I hope he's got that cool hat on and a
And a
harmonica
button-up
still.
shirt.
He's still got a harmonica around his neck on a jet ski.
There's no way
way.
Neil Young is. Maybe
no
that
way.
would change his outlook on
He's
life.
never been.
Maybe he didn't know that they exist.
Changed mine.
Moving on. Def Leppard were honored yesterday with the 2,824th star on the Hollywood Walk of Fame. The ceremony had John Bon Jovi come out and speak. Here's a little snippet of John Bon Jovi honoring Def Leppard.
All right, here we go. Bon Jovi.
There's Neil in a...
The music of Def Leppard was born and raised in our generation, but has continued to reach new audiences who have made it their own for 4 decades and counting. Their work ethic, their resilience, their ability to tour year after year, their influence on some of music's biggest names, including the reigning queen Taylor Swift, is legendary. Their legacy is in fact etched in stone. From their induction to the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame to this spot on the Hollywood Walk of Fame, the name Def Leppard will always be.
I'm a huge fan. They were like the first rock band I loved.
Yeah.
Was Def Leppard.
They're really great, and they
always
still
have a-
sound
They
really
will always
good.
have a place in my heart. And when they were here last time at Busch Stadium, I will tell you, I did get emotional
That's good.
seeing them.
It's because Phil Collin looked at you with his shirt off.
No, remember the guy from Journey sang to me like 4 songs.
That's right.
Like the Puerto Rican guy?
Yeah.
He's Filipino.
Filipino,
Arnel
that's what I
Panano.
meant.
Yeah, same thing.
This is as close as you'll get to seeing Neil Young happy or near water. It's him and his son in a schooner.
I think that's adorable. Look how cute
that's a
Neil Young
dinghy.
is.
What is that? A 25 horsepower
It's a J25
outboard
dinghy.
motor?
He's cute.
Dang, that's nice.
Well, congratulations to Def Leppard. All 5 members were there for the ceremony, and Joe Elliott ran through a laundry list of thank yous, and it was great. So congrats. The house that Slipknot fans wrecked in the music video for Duality is going up for auction, and honestly, it's kind of a steal. $336,000. It's going to hit the auction block because the bank foreclosed on the mortgage. So if you've always wanted to
So why
own
is
that,
it? Why would you say it's a steal? It's
I don't know. It's a pretty good price.
Right
I
now,
mean,
that's
yes,
$336.
it's a piece of minor history. Like,
If you're
it's
a
little-
diehard Slipknot fan, go buy it. What's wrong with
It's
you?
not like it's the
in
Brady
Des
Bunch
Moines.
house or the house of. Oh, it's in Des Moines too.
Yeah. Welcome to Des Moines.
What a steal.
Yeah.
Is it not? I mean, what's the backyard?
Hey,
look
a
like?
rock band and a bunch of teenagers trashed this house before, and it's still in Des Moines.
Is nothing sacred anymore? Can we not? I mean, I went to visit the Aerosmith apartment in
There's a-
Boston.
okay, so you're putting the Aerosmith apartment and the Slipknot house.
Yes.
Not even that they lived in, but they just trashed in a music video.
Yes.
As the same thing.
Iconic. Whatever. Hey, new albums in record stores and streaming today. John 5's Ghost, Sammy Hagar's The Best of All Worlds. And by the way, the audacity of Sammy Hagar to release an album on David Lee Roth's birthday.
Yeah.
How dare you?
I'll tell you all about it.
Oh,
And you pretend like he doesn't, like it's a
Yeah,
one-way
yeah.
antagonistic relationship.
right.
It's
he-
both ways.
You're so proud of the other guy for shots fired, but
No,
this
I'm-
guy's not allowed to.
I'm not
Shots
mad that he
fired.
did it. I'm just saying, like, let's call it what it is.
Yeah, let's all saddle up.
Sammy takes his digs too. Like they both do it.
John 5 is on Billy Corgan's podcast.
Yes.
And it is an excellent, excellent interview.
Fantastic. Will you listen to the new album? Do you listen to John 5
I
records?
do love John 5. He talks about having a thing where he couldn't, and I forgot what he called it, where it was, he said such tragedy in life and he was so stressed out that it caused damage to his prostate where he couldn't sit down.
Oh, my.
Holy smokes!
So whenever he had to travel, he had to lay on a plane.
Poor thing.
I have to be in first class and lay down.
Yes.
It's a prostate issue. I'm gonna rock that
My
one.
butt hurt.
It
Did
was
he
something
have,
that
like-
squeezed his pelvic floor.
Wow.
That it was, he'd be bedridden for months.
My
I
goodness.
just
He
watched
seems like
the
such a
episode of
nice
South
dude.
Park with Randy Marsh where he gives himself testicular cancer so he can go to what show was it? It was like a Bob Marley show or something. It was so he could get weed, and they're all the guys in town are using them like bounce arounds and bouncing around. I'm just imagining him like
That's what he looked like.
bouncing onto a plane
No, his
and then laying
prostate.
down.
Well,
Not his balls.
Also in record stores, Incubus, Something in the Water, Bernie Ledden's Too Late to Be Cool, John Lennon's posthumous Power to the People Super Deluxe Edition, and Yellow Card has a new album out today called Better Days. In movie news in theaters, we got Tron Ares with Jared Leto, Jodie Turner-Smith, Gillian
what's-
Anderson,
what's that get?
54% on the tomato meters.
54%. What was the last?
87 on
Critics.
popcorn. No,
So the fans are saying
fans
it's
are
good.
loving it.
Okay, what was the last Jared Leto movie that did well with critics? It's I
With
think.
Club?
critics, probably Dallas Buyers Club.
Oh, Dallas Buyers
And
Club
how
for
long
sure.
ago was that? It's been a while.
20
Minute,
years,
but
yeah.
he's also. I mean, but he took a left turn and is trying to do the big giant franchise thing.
Yeah.
The dude is spectacularly talented,
I'm not denying that.
and I'm
just saying
sure he's
been in,
great in this.
He's been in some real like stinkers.
Yeah,
He's not afraid to take risks.
not
though.
winners.
That's nice.
Morbius is a pile, but this is all the pros, all the reviewers, the critics are giving it 50%, and they're giving it a bad review because they're saying the movie is just flat, like it has nothing to it except for incredible visuals and a Nine Inch Nails soundtrack.
Hell yeah.
A couple of them have actually kind of had the thread of this is an incredible visual album for Nine Inch Nails. It's a Trent Reznor visual album.
That's cool.
And other than that, there's just no substance to the film.
Let me see here.
So it's a highly sophisticated program, Ares, who is sent from the digital world into the real world on a dangerous mission, marking humankind's first encounter with AI beings.
I'm going to see
Remember-
it. I'm not going
Remember,
to pay
he was
for
in
it.
that. He was in that John Lennon. He was the killer. Chapter 27, 18%.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Morbius, 15%. Tron, 54%. The Outsider, 13%.
Blade Runner was 88.
Prefontaine,
All right, so he's a turd.
54%. Suicide Squad, 26%.
Well,
He should have just
I
stuck
think
to my
that was a
so-called
mistake.
life and Fight
Yeah.
Club.
He's fine.
Also,
He's
I'm not.
I'm
Listen,
going to see this movie because I like Tron.
I'm not worried about him.
I hope his eyes glow. He's got such pretty blue eyes, and I hope they glow in the movie Tron like everything else.
You're not going to see this movie? You're not interested?
No,
I'm not talking about theater. I'm definitely not seeing this.
No,
in theater.
I never saw the first one. I mean, I know the original.
The original Jeff Bridges. You never saw the second Jeff Bridges?
No.
You didn't?
It was
No.
pretty entertaining.
I thought it was all right.
I've never seen them
It's
either.
good.
Also out is Roof Man, which is the new Channing Tatum film. I've seen
looks
so many
interesting.
previews for this. It's based on a true story. This got 83% on the tomato meters. Kirsten Dunst, Peter Dinklage. It's about Channing Tatum being a criminal. He's hiding out in a Toys R Us and tries to turn his life around. Looks kind of fun.
Oh yeah,
think
this
we
okay,
reported
I've-
about this guy.
This looks good.
Also, Kiss of the Spider Woman, which is the new Jennifer Lopez movie, that has 76% on the tomato meters with 69% with audience. And also out today, this wasn't in our show prep, but the Soul on Fire movie.
Just about to bring that up.
Yeah, that was filmed here. John Hewlett's in it, which is really cool. John Corbett is the main
John
guy.
O'Leary. It's based on his best-selling memoir.
Yes.
He's from St. Louis. The guy that played Frank in Shameless. What the hell's his name?
William H. Macy.
William H.
Yeah.
Macy's in it. So it's a local.
And so Explore St. Louis did I guess the different places that they filmed. They, like Tiffany's Diner in Maplewood and the courthouse downtown and Busch Stadium and whatnot. So if you're a fan of just seeing your city in movies and you want to see Aiden from Sex and the City and then see John Hewlett do a freaking cameo in a movie, go see Soul on Fire. That's out today as well. This is interesting. So
Is that playing everywhere?
no,
real quick?
it's not. There's select theaters for that. It's
I'm
like
sure
an
here
independent.
I thought that
locally.
was,
Here locally it is.
Here locally, I'm sure it's a lot of places.
Yeah, I thought that was like a full release, but I guess it's not.
I think it's an independent film.
It is being shown in St. Louis, though. This is interesting, guys. A Texas man has gone viral for buying a life-size silicone doll of Henry Cavill and giving it a full-blown personality online. So this guy, James Robertson Rivas, who's a longtime collector of celebrity figures, commissioned a super realistic anatomically correct doll and launched an Instagram account called My Cavill Companion, where he uses AI to share the doll's daily adventures.
Dude, you show me the videos. This is super creepy.
It's wild. So he's making breakfast. He's wearing the Superman pajamas. He's walking around with a huge dong and underwear, bringing him a birthday cake. And this guy describes it as kind of a roommate situation. I believe that he is banging this doll.
I don't know if this is parody or this is real.
I don't know either. Because I was going through all of his Instagram videos.
Did you see the videos of this guy? So he's got a life-size doll of Henry Cavill, and he uses AI to make it come alive in the videos.
And it's super creepy.
And he's making out with it. Dude, it's really strange.
It's creepy because the doll comes to life.
I'm
And
sorry
that's-
that I missed this.
Yeah.
and
well,
I don't know if this guy's doing it
while I
for
was
real
in the woods.
lots of stuff's happened while you were gone.
or if it's just for fun.
I think he's in love with Henry Cavill and he's wanting to have a relationship with him. I want to know how celebrities feel about this.
Holy
Probably not
smokes.
great.
I would say not. Click on a video of it because that's where it really gets weird.
Do I want to?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think you do.
Yeah, you do.
Yeah, I think you
That's
do.
where it gets weird. I think it's weird already, to be honest.
It's very strange to even have a doll like that.
And he looks
Where do you get-
identical.
Where do you get something like that? I'm asking for a friend.
Yeah, but he looks pretty good.
Online, and it costs them to wear between $12,000.
Damn.
Just in case your friend wants to know.
Damn.
It
Anyway,
does look pretty
Anyway.
good. I guess I'll find the videos here in a minute.
In other news, a sequel to the hit film The Minecraft Movie has an official premiere date. So if you've been waiting for that, it will be back on July 23rd, 2027, the same day that the sequel to The Simpson movie drops. So that'll be a big day in 2027. And finally, horror movies have existed for as long as movies have. And Nerdist.com put together a list of the greatest horror villains from every decade over the last century. So starting with the 1920s, who do you think?
the 1920s, that machine.
Think vampire.
Lon Chaney's Dracula.
No, Nosferatu.
Nosferatu.
Count Orlok, the original. Count Dracula was also the 1930s. That was the Lugosi Dracula. Wolfman was 1940s. I think these are kind of hard, so I'll give you.
Swamp.
Norman Bates was in the 1960s, the top villain from Psycho. Who do you think the villain was from the 70s?
Who was the 50s?
The 50s was the Bad Seed. Rhoda Penmark.
70s was
Jace.
that?
Jaws. The shark.
No, good guess though.
Was it Mike Myers?
Mike Myers.
Oh,
Michael
that was-
Myers.
okay, yeah.
From Halloween. What about the 80s? Who was the horror villain?
Freddie.
of course. Nightmare on Elm Street.
90s.
90s.
Scream.
No.
Ghostface.
Chucky.
The Ring.
No.
Oh, that's a good one.
Y2K.
That's a very good one. Oh, the Blair Witch.
No.
Oh, Blair Witch, yeah.
1990.
Can you give us a hint?
1990s.
This was a guy.
Candyman.
Candyman, yes.
Candyman.
What?
I just did this.
Yeah, with the hook. What about the 2000s? Who do you think the horror villain of the 2000s?
Girl from the Ring.
It.
No.
Not it. The doll.
Annabelle?
Saw movies.
Oh, Jigsaw.
Jigsaw.
Yeah.
Jigsaw, yes, that was it. 2010 was Annabelle. But what for the 2020s, where we are now, what do you think the horror villain is for the 2020s?
I don't like this. This Henry Cavill doll.
This Henry Cavill thing is
What?
It's wild.
Also,
right?
that guy kind of looks like Woody. I'm just going to say it.
it is disturbing.
Just gonna look like Woody.
It's cool he's doing
What if that's the?
things with his life.
Oh, so this guy's got the Henry Cavill life-size doll. He's animated using AI, and it's very strange. All right, so the
2020s, where we're at now.
2020s.
Who do you think everybody's talking about that's scaring the hell out of everybody? You know it, too. We've talked about this guy a lot.
Man.
Very gory movie.
Oh, Art the Clown.
Art the Clown from Terrifier.
That makes sense.
And that is your crap on celebrities.
That new Strangers
Did you guys
movie?
talk about when
Got
I was
shredded.
away that Waylon's album did hit #1?
No.
No.
I willed it. New Waylon Jennings album hit #1 on the country charts and #3 behind Taylor Swift, and I don't remember who was second, but
Wow.
#3 on overall album charts. So
Good for Waylon.
still got it in him, brother.
R.I.P.
What's
When you
Stranger
have-
Things?
I was listening to it
That's
driving
awesome.
into Yellowstone. And just
Strangers movie.
felt like the world was coming up, Rafe.
Wait.
There's a horror film, The Strangers.
Is that out this weekend?
Oh,
I
yeah, The
guess so.
Strangers.
It was in theaters.
It's a re-release. Yeah.
No. I think it's a sequel, a second one or something.
No, there's a lot of horror movies that are being re-released for Halloween.
The
Strangerverse.
Strangers Chapter 2.
Oh, it is a sequel.
And he got 15%.
All right,
Savage.
birthdays.
Celebrity celebrating a birthday today. Amy Teagarden. That's Julie from Friday Night Lights and one of Ghostface's first victims in Scream 4, speaking of, is 36. Lizzie Hale is 42. Dan Stevens, that's Beast and Emma Watson's Beauty and the Beast, is 43. Maya, the R&B singer, is 46. Dale Earnhardt Jr. is 51.
Junebug.
Mario Lopez is 52. Brett Favre is 46. Gavin Newsom is 58. Jodie Benson, the voice of Ariel in The Little Mermaid, is 64. Martin Kemp, Spandau Ballet's bass player, is 64. Julia Sweeney from SNL and It's Pat is 66. Bradley Whitford, Josh on The West Wing, is 66. Tanya Tucker.
Thank you.
Tanya Tucker is 67. David Lee Roth is 71. Charles... This guy has the best name ever. It's Tywin Lannister on Game of Thrones. Do you know his real name? Charles Dance.
Is that the dad?
Chuck
Tywin?
Dance.
Oh, Chuck
Dude, he was
Dance.
it. Remember The Golden Child with Eddie Murphy?
Yeah.
He was the bad guy in that where he plays Satan. And I will forever think of him from that movie
Chuck
when I
Dance.
watch
Yeah.
Game of Thrones.
When I watch Game of Thrones, I see him as the bad guy from Last Action Hero with the bullseye on his eye. Like, he's the best bad guy ever.
He really is.
He was just in this one scene where he was forcing Cersei to get married, and both of us were just like, this guy is the greatest actor
He's got
ever.
a terrible, mean face.
So good. He's 79. And Ben Vereen, that's Chicken George and
Ben
Roots,
Vereen.
is 79 years old as well.
All right, today's porno birthday, which is being brought to you by Patricia's, where fun and fantasy meet, is Tiffany Minks. And today's birthday girl's been in 588 fine films, including, let's see if you can pick up a theme here. The Ass Woman in Wonderland. Best Butt in the West 1, Booty Nights, The Butt Sisters do Sturgis. Buttman's Tales from the Crack, Butts Up Doc,
Is she
Cap-
is she a tiny
Traveler.
gal?
Captain Butts Beach, Reporting for Booty, The Search for Butt Woman, and who could forget a role in 1994's Butt Light, Queen of Rears. Tiffany Minks is 54 years old. That's your porno birthday. Those are your crappy birthdays, and that was your crap on celebrities. All right, we'll take a break. We'll come back. Are the guests from SSM here? Learn? Hello?
Yes, they
Okay.
are. I'm sorry.
We'll get them in here.
Dude, I'm so thrown off by these videos. So thrown off.
Oh,
This
the
last one,
Cavill,
the
Deandra Cavill
keeping the
ones?
fantasy alive.
Yeah, it's odd. Hey, all right, welcome back to the program. We got a packed studio, guys. All right, so I want to introduce everybody. That's Moon.
Hi.
Hey,
What's up?
energy
We
up.
all know you. October is Breast Cancer Awareness Month, and it's a time dedicated to education and emphasizing the critical importance of early detection. But for many, the topic of mammograms and breast health comes with a lot of questions and maybe even some anxiety. So to help us demystify the entire process, Learn invited some friends
He did.
to the studio. So first, we'll welcome Nikki Owens. Nikki is the director of breast imaging for SSSM Health, which she oversees 10 different mammogram locations across the St. Louis area. Hello, Nikki.
Hi, Nikki.
Nikki.
I may have added an extra S.
You
by
did.
the
It's
way,
fine.
in there.
SSSM.
And joining Nikki is Dr. Pam Bunting. Dr. Bunting is the director of breast surgery for SSSM Health. She is a fellowship-trained breast surgeon who manages all types of breast disease, from benign issues to cancer, and also consults with patients who are at high risk. Dr. Bunting, hello. Now, I know you're a doctor because you have a white jacket on.
I do have a white coat on. I'm the only one in here with a white coat.
That's right.
And you
That
deserve
means I'm
that.
important.
I would, if I were a doctor, I'd be wearing that white coat everywhere.
Yeah, me too. I'd sleep in it.
It's funny. I actually do not sleep in it. It actually stays at work.
Yeah.
It's funny. It's when people meet me, they're like, wait, what do you do for a living? And I'm like, oh, I'm a physician. I'm a surgeon. And they're like, oh, okay. And then they just sort
Right.
of walk away.
Right.
So to start, what is the single most important message you hope, people take away from Breast Cancer Awareness Month?
So you kind of mentioned it. Breast Cancer Awareness Month is just making awareness about breast cancer. And the most important thing for most women, and that I really want them to get out of this month, is that screening mammograms are very important and they save lives.
Right. So what's the biggest misconception you encounter when it comes to breast health? I know that's a pretty broad question.
It's a pretty broad question. So there's a couple different things that I like to talk to women about. One is definitely get a yearly screening mammogram starting at age 40. The other thing that I probably get a lot of misconceptions or a lot of questions about from women is how to do a breast exam. That probably comes up in every conversation I have with every patient. They're so worried because they don't know what they're supposed to be feeling for.
Right.
We always talk about different breast exam changes that you can have that would let us know that you might have breast cancer, including lumps, skin changes, but women just don't understand how to do breast exams. And I've always said it's just really about trying to find something new, something that you've never felt before. Like when you've checked your breast, hey, I don't remember there being this there before. And in all reality, and we were kind of joking about this earlier, for the vast majority of my patients, their significant other is also who helps them find
I was going to bring that
the
up.
changes.
I've heard a lot about that maybe the husband or whoever, the boyfriend feels something different and says, hey, that's
It
abnormal.
is, because who knows your breasts more than you know your breast? The person who's feeling your breast.
Right.
As much as you let them feel your breast, I guess. So it's just as important for them to let you know if they feel a change.
It's a team effort, guys.
Exactly. It's a team effort.
That's so true. I got a massage one time, and not like a weird one, but like I got a massage, and it was a lymph node in my neck that the massage therapist was like, hey, you need to go get like this lymph node checked out.
Right.
So, I mean, you can, like other people can actually feel like things going on. I have a question about specifically like self-examination. How far into the armpit should women be going?
Oh, that's actually a great question. So the most common place to have breast tissue that's not your breast is actually your underarm, your axilla. So we do want you
Your
to make
who?
sure you feel your axilla. That's
Yeah,
your
axilla.
underarm. It's
Hey,
your fancy
leave
term
me
for
alone.
your
I got
underarm.
axilla.
Didn't Exilla destroy Tokyo?
Hell yeah.
No, he was actually in Wu-Tang. Got kicked out
okay.
right before. That's how Raekwon got in.
Yeah. So it's important to check that area because you can also feel lymph nodes. If you have breast cancer that started to spread from your breast, you can have abnormal lymph nodes.
Yeah.
So you definitely should feel that area too. But we want you to go all the way up to your collarbone, all the way midline.
Where's
to
your
your sternum.
axilla? Does everybody have one, or is it
You
just
have
is it
You
just
have one
women?
too. See, but men can get breast cancer too. So actually, that's actually
was my
something
question.
that I kind of wanted to bring up. Men can actually get breast cancer too.
You know,
It's-
who was a famous case of that is Peter Criss from Kiss.
Oh, yeah.
Peter
really?
Criss from Kiss had male breast cancer. It's a thing.
Yeah, dudes have to sometimes get mammograms as well.
It is. Men are actually more nervous about getting mammograms than women because
I
they're
bet.
worried that they don't have enough tissue to mammogram. But we can mammogram men. If you have something new or any changes, that's why if men should do breast exams too, if you notice any changes, you need to get it checked out because men actually present farther stages along because they don't they just don't think they can get cancer. So most of my men have presented at stage 2 or 3 because they just didn't think they had it.
Do men have the BRCA gene that women get tested for?
Yes, men can have the BRCA gene just as much as women can. So you get 50% of your DNA from mom's side and 50% from dad. So it's just as important for men and women to get testing. But it also, if you have a mutation in that BRCA gene, it can lead to an increased chance of prostate cancer in men, and also skin cancer and pancreatic cancer. So it's really important for men to get genetic testing too.
It's good to know.
Yeah, there are a bunch of questions coming over on our texter. Over the years, and this is Rich writes this, over the years I've known several women that said because they have smaller boobs, they have much less risk. Is that true?
That is not true at all. It does not matter the size of your breast. Your risk is the same regardless of whether they're small or large.
Good to know.
So it's the same. Here's a concern, that I hear about is radiation exposure. If you're supposed to get this done once a year from the age of 40 on, can you help put the level of radiation from a modern 3D mammogram into perspective?
I actually have a lot of women ask about radiation because they're very concerned about it. So currently, the mammograms that we use now, we use the tomosynthesis 3D mammograms, and we're also using digital, not analog like we used to. There's significantly less radiation exposure. You actually get more radiation, quite frankly, walking around in the outside environment than you get from a mammogram.
Wow.
And again, it is only once a year. You get more radiation from a CAT scan, for example, which patients a lot of times will ask for different reasons. Mammograms actually have a very low exposure to radiation.
What about like thermal imaging or ultrasounds?
So ultrasounds are also used in conjunction with mammograms. So if we find something specific and we find it on mammogram and it's something new and we've never seen it before, ultrasound is generally a part of that screening process. It's also used a lot in women who are high risk for development of breast cancer. We use it as a screening modality for them, especially if they have dense breast tissue.
What about the thermal scans? Have you heard of that before?
So I've heard of those before. So they're currently not FDA approved. Some patients will choose to do them. I usually don't advocate for them as much because they're not as good for screening. And also I've had patients that have had negative thermoscans who have actually had breast cancer. So,
wow.
It's I tell you what, it's important to get yourself, checked out. And Nikki, I know you're over there hiding because you don't want to talk. Because she says she's from Minnesota.
She is from Minnesota. She's fantastic.
I am.
I'm from Minnesota. I don't want to talk.
Minnesota.
I actually created a game for today called Nikki Talks, and we're going to play it right now. Are you ready?
And it's all words that have O's in them. And
You're
A's.
you're on the front lines.
Correct.
You're running these clinics. Can you walk somebody through if they've ever had a mammogram? Like what from the moment you walk through the door, what happens?
So right away, you're going to schedule online, and if you have no symptoms at all, we give you what's called a screening mammogram, and that's just our average procedure that we use to screen for any kind of abnormalities. That's a standard. Usually it's 4 views. It's done in 3D. I think my favorite patients to do when I was on the floor were the first timers, and we call that a baseline. And that's like, I always tell my patients, your breast tissue is like a fingerprint. Like nobody's breast tissue looks the same. So what's normal for you may not be normal for me. So we really do our due diligence. And like if anything looks abnormal, we are going to call you back to get more imaging done. The other thing women hear growing up is how painful these are and how uncomfortable they are. And I remember distinctly my grandma telling me that it felt like getting your breast squished in a garage door.
Yeah.
And I was a child when I heard that, and here I am like this, have now made a career out of this. But the technology has come so far, and it shouldn't hurt, it shouldn't pinch, it's pressure, but that's it. And it's like seconds. I think the exposure is like 1.6 seconds or something like that. So it really is, we do 2 different views on each side, sometimes more depending on your anatomy. We do 1 top to bottom, 1 side to side. You have to hold your breath just momentarily, but that's about it. I mean, you're in and out, and it's pretty quick.
It is so simple.
Yeah.
I had my first one back in April, and I mean, if for women to compare, if they've never had it and they're worried about like pain, like you're supposed to get a pap smear every year as well. To me, that is the most uncomfortable thing that I've ever done for my health. The mammogram is nothing compared to that. So if you're worried about that, it is not painful. And I have like my boobs are 34 Bs, if that matters to anybody. Like, it's not like the biggest boobs or the smallest. I'm right in the middle, I feel like, and it was totally fine. So don't be afraid of that.
I also encourage women to mention that to their technologist when they're getting the mammogram. If they're really worried about pain or how this is going to go, mention it to them because they can work with you. It's really all about your technologist. And the other thing I recommend is don't be on your menstrual period when you have your mammogram.
Why?
Because your breasts are more sensitive because there's more hormones.
Makes sense.
And so it can make it a little bit more uncomfortable.
That is something too that I've noticed. I've been doing like a tour through all of the SSM Health facilities. There's a brand new one in Columbia, Illinois. I just got to see that one last week. Your staff and the team of people, the technicians who are assisting in the mammograms are so, their bedside manner is so fun and comfortable. They understand like some people aren't as excited about taking their top off. They make it so comfortable and relaxed for you. And they really do, I feel like ebb and flow with what your comfortability is to the situation. And that's a huge testament to health care for women.
Do having them pierced affect anything?
No, you can still get mammograms when they're pierced. We have no problems with it. It also does not increase your risk for developing breast cancer. So you're good there.
Cool.
And you don't have to remove the piercing.
Oh, awesome.
Good to know, Rafe.
Yeah, it is good to know.
That is.
Dr.
Plus or minus a million boobies. Have you seen that many?
Plus.
A million?
I have seen
That's a lot.
a lot of
And I was
breasts.
at Woodstock 99. That's
Whoa.
That's a lot. That's more than Rizz.
I've definitely seen a lot. But remember, the average age of development of breast cancer is 72. So take that into consideration.
Lots of old
All right.
boobies.
A lot of oranges and socks. That's okay.
I did a bunch of like photo shoot things for this thing that we were doing on Warped Tour with Save a Breast and like the I Love Boobies stickers and all those kind of things, you know. And it was about awareness and all that. And I remember like kind of being educated on a lot of facts and different things. And I don't remember if this was one of the facts that was shared with me or if it was something that I had read during that period, but it stuck with me, and I want to know if it's true. Does your chances increase of getting breast cancer if you tend to sleep with sunlight going into your eyes? You ever heard of this? Like it was something about like this, like, and I'm a napper. All right, we're all nappers. We're getting up at 3 a.m. So like,
That's why you got to have blackout shades.
I understand that, and that's one of the big reasons that I was like, I don't want to get breast cancer because of my napping.
Have you ever heard of
in the
that?
sun.
I have never heard of that
Never
before.
heard that?
There is no relationship to sunlight and development of breast cancer, so I've never heard that before.
It was something about like when you're sleeping, your eyes are obviously, you know, closed and dilated or whatever it is, and some sort of UV thing in your eyes.
What?
On an extended basis,
maybe
somehow
what
increases.
they were trying to go with is that they know that women who work at night who are messing with their circadian rhythms have an increased risk of developing breast cancer.
Maybe that was it.
because
That's
it changes the melatonin levels and circadian rhythms and things like that.
Yeah, it was something about melatonin.
Maybe it's more to do with if you have an opposite work schedule of what most people have.
Okay.
Well, Doctor, let's
it
talk
scared
about,
me to death. That's all I know.
Let's talk about lifestyle factors. What are there any lifestyle factors, diet, exercise, whatever, that you emphasize with your patients for promoting good breast health?
So the two most common reasons for developing breast cancer are one, being a woman, and two, getting older. Unfortunately, you can't do anything about those two. But what can you do to decrease your risk? And so one of the things that I always recommend, studies have shown that exercise helps decrease your risk of developing breast cancer. Having a healthier lifestyle, eating, leaner meats like chicken, fish, fruits, vegetables, just maintaining a healthy lifestyle. And if I could encourage people to not do one thing that would decrease or actually increase your health in general, don't smoke.
Talk about the no fun police.
I know. I'm sorry.
That
That's
looks
like
so
the one
much
thing
cooler
across the
smoking
board.
cigs.
I know. No cigarettes. But overall, really just make sure you get that yearly mammogram. That's what's really important.
Can I ask a question?
Yeah.
You had mentioned 72 is the average age. Speaking of age, 'cause I have breast cancer kind of runs in my family. Is there, if you're genetically predisposed, is there an earlier age that you should start looking for detection or maybe getting mammograms done? And what are there, I notice a fear, it's a two-part question. One, age, mammograms. Two, I know there's like kind of a fear of some of the women in my family of like thinking that, like finding out and maybe having to get a mastectomy. But are there also medications and other early interventions that you can do to prevent it if you are genetically predisposed?
Wow, I love this question,
That's a
and I could
great
talk about
question.
it for like 3 hours.
Yes.
Well,
So if you do have a family history or you're determined to be high risk for development of breast cancer, you do need to start mammograms before age 40. We really recommend that all women around the age of 25 discuss with their primary care or OB-GYN about their risk so they can determine when they need to start doing those mammograms. Like for me, I started at 35 due to my family history. So we do recommend starting early. Genetic testing is really important as well because if you do have a mutation in one of those genes that increases your risk even more, you may need to do additional things. Now, there is also preventative things that we can do for patients who are high risk for developing breast cancer. There is always the discussion regarding prophylactic mastectomy. So that's removing your breast tissue even when we know you don't have cancer to decrease your risk of developing cancer in the future. But there's also something called chemo prevention. There's medications we can prescribe that would help lower your risk. So there are other things that can be done outside of surgery. So if you are high risk, we do recommend you see someone because you need to have yearly mammogram and also yearly breast MRI. So it's an additional modality of imaging that we recommend for patients.
Perimenopause is a huge topic right now among women my age, and hormone replacement therapy back in like the 80s was studied, and there was a certain percentage of women that developed breast cancer from hormone replacement therapy. Can you just like give us an update of how those two are working out in 2025?
So perimenopause is on the tips of everyone's tongues now. I think that
So
people
hot
are
right now.
So hot right now.
hot.
People are saying that we should replace the name though to cougar puberty. I love
Your
that.
thoughts?
Cougar.
Well, I think that cougarty, that's what I was going to say, is actually cougarty might work really well. I think they're talking about it more. And unfortunately, there's not a lot of data and studies in the perimenopause. I think we're going to start seeing a lot more coming out. Mm-hmm. Now, back in the day, we always think of the Women's Nurse Health Study, and that's where the hormone replacement therapy and sort of the bad reputation that it got. And so we're now finding that it's not the be-all, end-all. If you take hormone replacement therapy, you're not definitely going to develop cancer. In some instances, in certain cases, it can definitely increase your risk of developing it. So it's a conversation you should have with your physician because a lot of women are using it to help them transition through menopause so they're not... don't have as many symptoms. Yeah. And so I definitely have some of my patients that are on it. And we just have a discussion about this is when we need to start it. This is how we need to transition you off it eventually. You're not going to be on it the rest of your life. We don't want you starting it at age 70 for some random reason because we do know that does increase your risk. Mm-hmm. But using it to transition through, we have found has actually helped a lot of women and their husbands get through menopause a lot better.
I know.
People are asking about aluminum in deodorant. Have you heard about this?
I get asked about aluminum deodorant a lot. That's actually a very common question. And so if we saw that aluminum did actually increase the risk of developing breast cancer, we would have seen a spike when they started putting aluminum in deodorant. Mm-hmm. So I actually don't have any problems with aluminum deodorant. If you want to switch to a natural one, that's totally fine. That's up to you. Some people, natural deodorants work. Some people, natural deodorants
But don't do it when they're coming in for an exam.
Yeah.
Don't do it when you're coming
Well, no, people are actually asking also, like, should they put on deodorant?
No.
When they go for an exam?
When you go for a mammogram, they do not want you to have on deodorant because the aluminum can affect the mammogram. When you come for your breast exams, I am more than happy for you to wear your deodorant.
Please do.
Natural or whatever. Or if you use, I think it's like patchouli that some people sometimes
don't do
use.
that.
They just shove it up there in their pits.
That's the worst.
He was using a
Whatever
crystal
you want.
for a little while, so.
Please don't.
Sick.
Even if the deodorant's aluminum free, it still has to be wiped off. That's the big one that we get. Like women will come in and say, well, I have aluminum free deodorant or natural deodorant. It's like, I'm sorry, ma'am, it still has to come off. You have to wipe it off.
Stink out.
Yep.
Yeah.
But just bring it in your bag with you. Just bring it in your purse. And you can pop it on right afterwards. No one will judge you for that.
All right. So how do we find more information out? Do we what website do we go to? SSMhealth.com.
Yes, if you go to ssmhealth.com, you can also schedule screening mammograms through that website as well. They'll actually connect you with the MyChart that will help you schedule your screening mammogram. So if you haven't had your screening mammogram yet this year, we would love to be able to do that for you. All of our centers do have the 3D or the tomosynthesis mammograms. So we do have the latest technology for that.
How awesome
And
is that,
scheduling. I'm sorry, go ahead.
No, I was saying, how awesome is that MyChart stuff? The app.
Oh, it's so good.
It's the
I
best
love it.
thing ever.
I love it a lot. It's interesting. We get a lot of. You're allowed to ask your physician questions.
I
through
know. I was just
MyChart
going to
as
ask,
well.
like,
I know, I'm sure it's a little too much.
Is it
for them,
obnoxious to you guys?
I love
Because me and Learn are blowing up our doctors
All
on
the time.
It's interesting because some patients absolutely love it and some patients absolutely despise it. So it's interesting. You can always tell which patients, and you're like, we're having a conversation. Like,
We're
I
like getting
respond.
coffee. Yeah.
Yeah,
I
dude.
respond, and they immediately respond back. And I was like, do you just want me to call you? And they're like, no, this is fine.
This is great.
So some people love it. And so if I'm sitting there, I'm able to actually have a conversation with you. But we feel bad because sometimes, like if I'm in surgery, I can't answer your questions till later.
Well, yeah.
But yeah, we use MyChart all the time.
You
I'm
have
talking to a
15
nurse right now.
messages from Learn.
That's right.
Damn.
I was going to say about the scheduling, though, what's so great about SSM Health, too, is so if you're super busy, sometimes there's evening appointments, sometimes there's Saturday appointments at
Correct.
locations. So they understand, like, women are busy, men, too. You make it so accommodatable to, like, get your damn mammogram.
And you don't need a doctor's order, right?
You do not need a doctor's order for a screening mammogram. You can go and schedule yourself.
Okay,
Cool.
that's good.
That's great.
Some sites take walk-ins as well. And I just want to shout out, we have a great high-risk program at SSM.
Oh, yeah.
Where you can take an assessment to see if you're high risk, and then we have a team of nurses that partners with you to get you walked through the whole process. It's really, really amazing.
Does the assessment include the? You were talking about the genetic testing with the BRAC and all that?
So when you show up for your mammogram, they'll actually ask you a series of questions that help you figure out your risk.
Oh,
and then if
cool.
you get connected with one of the physicians or nurse practitioners that specialize in it, all of us do perform genetic testing for patients.
Amazing.
And Rafe, they would like you to stop wearing your FBI shirt to concerts.
Yeah,
The
please.
federal breast inspector.
Well, what raises awareness better than that?
Those are reserved for the doctors.
I asked
So
that.
ridiculous.
I'm raising awareness at Point Fest.
I actually comment about those shirts all the time to patients. I'm like, if you see somebody wearing those, they are not giving you a real breast exam.
Yeah,
Do not
It's
fall for
pre-screening.
that trick.
It's pre-screening. I've said that. It's very clear in the messaging.
Yeah, Rafe, you're getting a little too old to wear that shirt.
Yeah.
So many burn holes
It's
in
getting
it.
kind of sad.
Yeah. Oh my God.
There's a lot of stains on it from just eating corn dogs, hanging out at state fairs.
Dr. Bunting and Nikki, thanks for coming in. It is
Thank you
Breast
so much.
Cancer Awareness Month. I know, Lauren, you're going to take him to do a more in-depth chat. For what is that for?
I have a social media campaign with them. I'm raising awareness every month with SSM Health, so I want to make sure people see it in the feed.
All right.
Yeah.
Well, thank you guys for coming in. Anything else?
No, said it all.
That's great. Thank you,
Nikki.
ladies.
Thank you for what you do.
Nikki, thoughts about the Epstein files? Go.
Oh, God. All right, we'll come back with your Friday fail stories. Thank you, guys. Folks, time for your Friday fail stories. Hooray, everybody, hooray. All these people thought they had the perfect plan, but somewhere along the line, that perfect plan went completely sideways, and it became an Uber.
Really?
An Ultra.
No.
Dare I say it? Mega. Here we go.
Fail.
Way to go, guys.
You sounded great, boss.
And your Friday Fail stories are sponsored by
Moritz Reusch Jewelry, the official jeweler of the Rizzuto Show.
So we all know that back pain is the worst. Who's got a bad back here besides me?
I got a backiotomy.
I mean,
Yeah.
it is
I have to stretch all the time or
yeah.
else I start feeling it.
I have back pain, but it's my fault.
when you throw your back out. I mean, you will try almost anything for relief. You know, painkillers, stretching,
terrible.
heating pad, even a trip to the chiropractor. But for one elderly woman in China, almost anything, included a folk remedy that, we would all go, nope. So the woman, identified only as Mrs. Zhang, was suffering from a herniated disc and heard a rumor that swallowing live frogs could cure her back pain. Now, a logical person might hear that and think, no. But Mrs. Zhang was apparently all in. She had relatives catch some medium-sized frogs for her, and without telling them her wild plan, she proceeded to swallow 5 live frogs in a day. And when that didn't work, she doubled down and swallowed 3 more the next day.
Was she totally healed?
Stop it, Scott. And shocker of all shockers, swallowing a squadron of 8 live amphibians didn't magically fix her spine. Instead, she developed excruciating stomach pain. And when she could no longer bear it, she finally confessed to her family what she'd done. Snakes and all that stuff.
Failed.
Come on, man.
Failed.
Come on, man.
Raw frogs.
Raw frog.
Gotta cook them.
We head down to a place that never disappoints, Florida. Our tale takes us to a Walmart in Lake City. This is not your average dispute of a dispute over a rotisserie chicken. No, this one happened in the dead of night around 2:45 in the morning when the store was closed to customers. Imagine being the 911 dispatcher who gets a call that sounds like a prank. Yeah, hi, there's a naked man and he's chasing our employees around the parking lot.
And they said, again?
This is Walmart, and yes, this is Florida, so yes. Police arrived. The man had already made a run for it, disappearing into a wooded area near the store. Officers began to search, and sure enough, they located our 33-year-old man. They found him on his hands and knees, appearing, and I quote directly from the police report, agitated and paranoid. After a quick trip to the hospital to get, quote, medically cleared, because, procedures, he was arrested, and now he's facing charges of indecent exposure and resisting an officer.
Failed.
All right, let's go to McGuffin County, Kentucky, where one woman learned a very hard lesson. man's best friend is not always a criminal's best accomplice. So police were called to a home last Sunday for a domestic situation. Mary Gibson is outside talking to deputies, trying to handle the situation. You know, keeping it cool, but she had one tiny, furry, unpredictable partner in crime with her, a puppy. While Mary was trying to talk her way through it, the puppy, doing what puppies do, gets all playful and knocks over a cup she was using. An innocent mistake. Nope. In a moment of just what could be described as panic, Mary immediately told the police that the cup the puppy had just tipped over had meth in it, and she had to round herself up because of the puppy. Naturally, this led police to look a little closer, and a search of the home turned up hydrocodone, fentanyl, and other drugs.
Oh, boy.
So Mary Gibson was taken to the Big Sandy Regional Detention Center, all because her four-legged friend decided it was time to play.
Failed.
Two idiots in Texas are facing charges after their weird Netflix prank started a fight that involved gunfire. So a 20-year-old guy in San Antonio hopped on Netflix last week and realized somebody had changed his username. It's not clear what they changed it to, but cops said it was some sort of insult. So he decided that two guys he knew were the ones who changed it, 19-year-old Brian Reynolds and 18-year-old Anthony Constant. He told police he felt disrespected by the prank and agreed to fight both of them.
I like
All right. I'll fight you.
So they met up and went for it.
Really?
Anthony and Brian had a gun with them, and then one of them used it to pistol whip the guy. Then a shot was fired, apparently by mistake. One report said they were fighting over the gun, and the bullet ricocheted off the ground, hitting the victim. Apparently he's okay.
Gosh. Never
It
bring
sounds
hands
like-
to a gunfight.
It sounds like the guy they fought took a beating, but it looks like Brian did too. His face is all banged
You
up in
got
his
to look
mugshot.
that one up, Moon. That is hilarious.
Look up Brian Reynolds, Texas, Netflix.
His hairdo, the neck
neck brace.
No. We know a Brian Reynolds in Texas.
This is Ryan Reynolds' brother, Brian Reynolds. He plays live pool.
He and Anthony are both facing charges of aggravated assaut with a deadly weapon.
Oh,
and
my
some
goodness.
mugshot.
What is that? Is that the new style of neck? What do you call those things? Neck brace?
Pull it up.
I guess so. The future.
Yeah. My favorite part is his face
bangs,
is,
dude.
But he's smiling. Like there's like a smirk. Like, look at my face. Actually, look at my haircut. Because I didn't realize. Look how long it is on the sides. It's like a mullet, but
Yeah,
God,
but
that's
not.
funny.
All right, so this story comes out of Louisville. I'm sorry, Louisville.
Oh.
And this right here is a masterclass in knowing not when to quit. So meet 55-year-old David Christopher. David was driving through the Highlands when he got pulled over by Metro Police. The reason? Pretty simple, everyday problem, no valid license plate. Now, a normal person might offer an apology, maybe an excuse about the DMV, but not David. David decided to play a card from a deck that does not exist. When the officer asked for his license, David calmly explained that it was illegally revoked. He also admitted he had no insurance. But the kicker here is, to justify it all, he leaned in and told the officer, "Hey, I'm a CIA agent."
I've seen this work before.
It's just like my FBI shirt.
Oh, yeah, and he had proof. Not a government-issued ID, but an impressive collection of spy-themed merch.
Hey.
Shirts, wallets, money clips, all proudly sporting the letters CIA.
So with the spy museum.
He even flashed a card from the Association of Former Intelligence Officers. The officer decided to check this out and gave Homeland Security a call. And when they found, obviously, turns out David, not his first time playing dress up. He's been known to impersonate not just CIA officers, but FBI agents too.
Yes.
And he's already been on probation.
It's a
for the exact
slippery
same
slope.
thing. Yeah.
It's FBI down in Daytona and CIA up there.
Yeah.
But the fail doesn't stop there. Even after he was arrested on his way to jail, he kept insisting he was an undercover agent. He even tried to get the officers to call a special number, promising that the other person at the end of the line would confirm he's authorized to wear and say he's CIA. But
He reached the Cougar Investigation Agency.
I'm a night agent.
Let's go to Bartown, Vermont, where one substitute teacher apparently missed a memo on what you can and cannot bring to class. We have a 47-year-old permanent substitute teacher at this middle school. Last Wednesday, she was reportedly displaying some unusual behavior. Now, we all know, substitutes can sometimes be a little quirky, but this was apparently next level. It was so unusual that a student noticed and decided to report her to a school official. When you're the adult in charge and a middle schooler thinks your behavior is out of line, you've already failed the day. But it gets worse. When school officials confronted the teacher, she admitted right then and there that, yep, I do have cocaine in my jacket.
What's it to you? Do you know the battlefield that is the middle school?
We didn't ask you about that. The school called police when they brought in a canine unit to empty the classroom. The police dog quickly found what appeared to be, cocaine in her jacket and also in the backpack. The teacher's now facing charges of cocaine possession and reckless endangerment.
Failed.
Dude, we're watching that. There's another Lifetime movie or Bravo movie for that Murdaugh murders or the Murdaugh murders.
Oh, man.
And this one has got the dramatization of the accomplice, that fool that worked for him that shot him or something. Remember when he was like, "I'll pay you to shoot me"?
Oh yeah.
And the dramatization has him coming in the interrogation room, and he sits down in the chair and is like, "I think I want my lawyer." And he goes, "Well, you don't need a lawyer if you just tell us the truth." And he goes, "I didn't kill that other guy." And he goes, "What? What other guy? Yeah, we're going to ask you questions about something else. We'll come back to that."
what other guy?
This is like I didn't kill that other guy.
People can do crazy things when they feel jilted by an ex, but there's got to be a story behind this. So a 28-year-old woman in Florida, her name is Gabrielle Franzi. She was arrested last week after she was caught throwing dozens of tampons into her ex-boyfriend's lawn.
Okay.
He now lives with his new girlfriend. It's unclear why she did it, but reports say there were 75 to 100 tampons. She also painted them red, so it looked like they were used.
I was going to say, what, have you been collecting these for a couple of years? Let's do the math.
When the morning dew hit.
Gabrielle initially denied that she was there or even knew where her ex lived, but then she was shown security camera footage of her truck, and she changed the story.
Yeah, looking like a battlefield out there.
Saying what is her mom and aunt's idea.
You know what you do, honey? You paint these 75 tampons red and throw it on his lawn. He'll remember you. Yeah, he'll get back with you in a heartbeat.
Gabrielle's a local firefighter, so she's been placed on leave. She was charged with 2 counts of misdemeanor stalking.
Failed.
And littering, I presume.
Yeah. Oh, no littering charge. Maybe those were dropped.
Oh, they're being nice.
Biodegradable.
And finally, Hollern, I'm glad you're here for this final story.
Yeah, just in time.
What happened?
He prefaced, before we even got to fails, he goes, the last story in the fails, brother.
This one's a doozy. This one's a doozy. So the following story is brought to you by 3 decades of hard drugs. 51-year-old guy in Winter Haven, Florida, was arrested the other day. And when cops booked him into jail, they found the largest item. They found the largest item they've ever seen hidden in someone's rear end.
Oh.
Or as the local sheriff put it, his, quote, exit ramp.
Can we guess?
Go ahead.
A hammer.
Okay. So,
this was
saw.
This was the largest item they've ever seen hidden in somebody's rear end.
An entire A through Z Encyclopedia Britannica collection.
Good guess.
I was thinking an ancient scroll.
A 1985 Ford Escort. A brick.
No.
3 Guatemalans.
A PlayStation controller.
All right, well, they'd gotten a call about a naked man in a public bathroom, but he was fully clothed by the time they got there, so they let him go. Then he trespassed on a set of train tracks right in front of them, so he also threatened to kill a cop, so they brought him in.
Oh, that's time. It's time.
They put him through an X-ray when they got him to jail, and that's when they realized he was hiding a full-sized thermos up there.
Oh, my
goodness.
What was in the
Chicken
thermos?
Hold up. Like a
Stanley?
Stanley.
Dude,
Like a full-size one you would find in a lunchbox.
he's Soup Can Johnson.
Soup Can Johnson. No wonder he's so upset.
Here's the sheriff.
I'll kill the police.
The very famous Sheriff Grady Judd talking about it.
So we put everybody through a body scanner to make sure that they're not trying to bring guns and knives and drugs into the jail. Well, you might have thought Walter was bringing drugs into the jail. He brought a thermos into the jail. He put it up the exit ramp. He said, well, I put that inside my body 24 hours earlier. The deputy saved his life.
Why is that Jeff Bridges?
You know what?
He had it up there 24 hours.
I bet he's trying
Yes.
the coffee enema.
That's how long it takes to heat up the chicken noodle soup that's in it.
Would you like to see the X-ray?
Yes, I would.
Oh,
think
yeah, I
so.
saw it.
There it is.
Ooh, you can get
This
that
guy
at Starbucks, right?
has a thermos.
Can we, just for me, that's crazy, but can you scroll back up to his cranium and tell me what's wrong with this man's skull? Please scroll up on this. What's going on with the guy's head?
I think he's turned sideways there. But here's what happens.
That looks like that was a dent. That's a Hampton Bay head, dude.
That's his
That's
mugshot.
his mugshot.
Why is he in jail?
Oh, my God,
Oh, because
he
he was
looks-
in jail.
No, he was naked in a public park. Then they
Oh,
let
okay,
him
I'm sorry.
go.
Wait, and he threatened to kill a
That
cop.
guy looks just like the bad guy. He was in all the 80s movies. He was in Tango and Cash. He always had a ponytail. He was like, Perrette, he's the governor. Perrette.
I know who you're talking about.
The guy with the, you know
He does look
exactly.
like- yeah, he does look like that
looks-
actor.
He's in Total Recall. He's always like a henchman in an 80s movie.
Yeah, dude. I know who you're talking about.
Oh, Stanley?
Let's see. I know his mugshot looks like he's making the face like, you found what?
What? What?
You found what?
Slipped in the shower.
Excuse me?
So they rushed into the hospital where a specialist removed it.
They call me Lunchbox.
His name is Walter Frymere. It turns out he'd been storing the thermos inside his body for a full day. He told me he put it there 24 hours earlier. He's got a long rap sheet with at least 25 other arrests, 5 stints in prison. He's also been doing meth for 28 years.
We know.
So he's facing multiple charges, but not for the thermos. They also found a meth pipe on him.
Well, that would have been a smaller item to
This
put
one
up
was
there.
this one was in his pocket.
We found him, dude. It's Brian James. Brian with an O.
Oh, this guy's been on so many things.
So many
And
things.
he's always like kind of a beat up like bad guy.
He's never top billing, but he's always like
Great bad guy.
Yeah,
great
Blade
bad
Runner,
guy.
Fifth Element.
Fifth Element. That's what I was thinking of, where he has the beret on. It doesn't fit his head right.
Yeah, dude, this is the guy. This is the same
That's
guy. Look at
that
him.
guy, man.
Dude,
It's crazy. Brian James with an O.
he's just got a fatter nose, like he got popped.
I'll never talk.
Those are your Friday fail stories. All right, quick break. We'll come back with we'll do emails and we'll do sports.
Why, Brian? Why?
Why, Brian? Why?
What are you doing?
Walter. Why, Walter? Dude, that's a big thermos.
Yeah, it is. That's a construction site.
Yeah.
You know,
There's
that's
still a
something you
lid
take
on
your
that,
soup
too.
in.
Yeah,
It's the one with the green speckles on it, right? Like I'm imagining everyone's dad's thermos up this guy's booty.
Hey, starting Monday, you guys have a chance to win some cold hard cash. It's the phrase that pays. That's right, phrase that pays. So every hour from 9 a.m. to 5 p.m., Monday through Friday, we will drop a keyword, 9 code words total per day that will form a mystery phrase created by one of us on the show. Now, the phrase that pays is like 2 cash giveaways in one game. So just catch a few of those code words during the day. That's fine. You can enter each one on the Points mobile app for your shot at $1,000 weekly grand prize. Each hour is a new chance to get entered to win up to 9 times per day. But if you play along all day and you collect all 9 keywords, be ready the next morning when we give you the cue to call. The first caller with the correct 9-word phrase wins $250 cash. And, we'll give you a half-hearted, round of applause here.
Very nice.
It's nice.
So each day, we will give you word number 1 of the 9 o'clock hour. Donnie will have hourly code words in the 10, 11, noon, and 1 hours. And Liv will have a code word 2, 3, 4, and 5 o'clock. Write them down. Lock them in. You're ready to call the next morning with the 9-word Rizz Show phrase that pays. It all starts Monday morning. And if that all sounded very confusing, go to 1057thepoint.com for all the details.
Just be listening for words, okay?
That's it. All right, let's get to some of your emails. Rizz Show 1057thepoint.com, and we'll get to sports.
Emails brought to you by Glenn Brothers Garage Door. Garage Door giving you trouble. Call Glenn Brothers Garage at 618-900-4239 or glennbrothers.com. Hi, all.
Hello.
Catching up on the podcast from Wednesday. Lauren was talking about how she knew somebody who sent their poo off to a lab because they had bad gut health issues.
Yes.
I wanted to inform you that not only do people send off their poo when they got bad gut health, but people can also send their poo for poo samples, instead of having a colonoscopy. My husband just reached the age of having to get a colonoscopy, and he was able to send his poo off to the labs. Here's the story. My husband had to go in to work early, and he wasn't going to be able to drop the sealed, packaged poo off in time. Sample needed to reach the lab within 24 hours. That's the rule. He reluctantly asked me to drop the package off for him, and I asked him, what company is it being shipped from? And he said USPS. So I took the sample to the post office. I was there waiting for them to open at 7:30. The USPS worker opened the door, saw the package, and said, this package is for UPS, not USPS. I didn't have time to drive across town to the UPS store before work, so now I have to go to work, and I got to drop the poo sample at my lunchtime. Even though it's the beginning of October, it's still hot in the mid-80s.
Oh.
If I leave it in the car, I'm worried that I'm going to hot poo my car. So I did what any crazy human being would do, and I brought it into my office. The sample was contained in a box, but for 4 hours it sat next to me while I worked. Luckily, no coworkers asked what was in the box. In case you were wondering, yes, it was weird for him to poo into the top hat-like container. My question is, what would you have done in my situation? Risked the hot poo or brought it into the office with you? Future Team Rizz member Hannah.
That's a great question.
Well, it's a question you better answer.
What?
So, okay,
I'd have slipped it underneath my car.
that's right.
Left it in the parking lot.
That's exactly right. That's what I was thinking.
You were thinking
on
too?
on top of like a wheel or something. You know what I mean? Like in the
Well,
shade.
it's in a bag, right?
It's in a box, I assume.
Yeah, but you don't poop in the box.
You don't
poop in a
poop in
bag.
the box. You poop in the hat.
You poop in the hat.
And then you take
the scooper.
Trust me, I know this because my dad had to do this, and unfortunately, it was his weekend with me, and I went into his bathroom, and I thought, why the hell is there a little white plastic hat in here? And then I realized what was going on, and I saw my father's fecal matter in a little tube, because they give you like a little spoon that you gotta get your turd and then put it in. There's like a liquid. Honestly, it changed the whole
thing.
dynamic.
Yeah, you know too much.
It's a whole thing. Why don't you just schedule a pickup?
It was like a Friday.
No, not you.
Oh.
Her.
I don't know. P.S. Rafe,
Yeah,
I
it
loved
seems like
meeting
you.
you.
Drop it off anywhere.
I loved meeting you at the bucket list skydiving event and learn. I hope to meet you one day and cackle laugh together.
Oh yes, let's do it.
Yeah,
Where's that at?
Great.
If it's a
Don't put it in your car.
I almost needed some Cologuard that day.
I would not have brought it into the office. I would have put it under the car.
no, I would have brought
That's
it.
the
in
company, right?
office. Oh, well, it's all sealed.
You're not
Yeah.
going to smell it.
You're not
I
gonna
would just
smell it.
drop it off at the coat check in front of the office, and
But if you know what though, if it's hot, I don't know. Maybe I would have taken
It's
it in.
not. It's in a box. What's in the box?
What's in the box?
I'm sure it's in a hermetically sealed
Right.
thing, right?
All right. One more email.
A coworker mentioned he played shock roulette over the weekend. Made me think about when you guys used to play that game. Do you still have the shock roulette game? If you guys haven't played it in a while, why not bring it back? Maybe Rafe and Learn should get to experience
well,
it.
great question.
Do we
Sent
have it?
from my iPhone.
Do we have it?
What is it?
The shock roulette game?
It's like electrocuting.
I did this with you guys as a guest one time.
Maybe.
I'm not going to get electrocuted for this show. I can't. I'm
You know
a heart
what?
attack.
Let me see if I could buy it on Amazon right now.
Let's not.
I don't know if it still works.
The people that want
Oh,
us
you got
to
it?
hurt. It's so
He's
weird.
got it right there.
It needs batteries or something.
I think that one's busted. Is
What
that
does
tried
it feel like?
Okay.
I tell you what, it doesn't feel great, but it's the anticipation that hurts your heart.
You know what? I'm going to buy one.
I'm not doing it.
What?
Nah.
It's
I'm gonna buy this
it's a
one.
finger
I'm not
shock.
getting tased. I'm
Buying
not
it.
getting
It's not-
electrocuted. I've had enough.
It's
You
not,
can pepper
it's
spray
not
me all
thing.
you want.
It's not. What? You would take the pepper spray over a
It's
finger?
like a kid's
That's what we were
game.
talking about yesterday. Yes.
Well, yeah. We're not talking about the taser where it's,
I'm buying
it. Like we're talking about one that just pops in a finger.
Yeah, like when you shake a goofball's hand and he has a little ring on there.
What hurts more, airsoft gun or the shocker?
oh, the airsoft is
Airsoft.
way worse.
Oh, way worse.
Way
okay,
worse.
great.
Yeah,
then
shocker's
fine.
not
I'm all
bad.
right.
It's the mental torture and the anticipation
Yeah.
of this thing.
Way worse. All right, I'm buying
It
it.
is a fun. The roulette aspect of it is absurdly fun.
Fine.
And it sucks. But when you're the one that doesn't get shocked, your whole day is made. You're just feeling good.
Just to make sure it's not
I'm
a
so
finger
sick
with.
of getting shot
Yeah, the airsoft
on the show from the
is-
stupid NFL season.
Make sure it's not a finger with a ring on it because it'll leave a burn mark.
Make your picks, by the way. Make your picks.
I have my picks done.
Everybody's tied as of now because
Nobody picked it.
Nobody picked the
Nobody.
Okay.
You know what? That's a pick I was happy to lose
Me too. That's
Yeah,
what even
that was
Jackson Dart.
awesome.
because I 4 tush pushes in a row. How could you root for this team?
Order placed.
Yeah.
Coming next week.
You
Hey,
can't order food.
Shock me.
hey, do you remember LeBron James dropped that cryptic second decision teaser online?
Yeah.
Sending the world into a sports frenzy. Is he retiring? Is he not going to retire? Is he going to change teams? Well, it turned out to be an advertisement for Hennessy, right? And
Right.
people are like, man.
Yeah.
Most people just rolled their eyes. One Lakers fan was not amused, and now he's suing. Now he's suing LeBron.
He's not going to win that.
So a Lakers fan named Andrew Garcia has filed a small claims lawsuit against LeBron, accusing him of being intentionally misleading.
This dude's trying to get his money back because he probably dropped some cash on tickets.
He immediately bought 2 tickets for a future Lakers game against the Cavaliers, March 31st, 2026. He assumed it would be LeBron's farewell, and he spent $865.
Well, that's your fault.
The next day, the big reveal came, and this guy claims that once the truth was out, the tickets he bought lost all their trade-in value.
Yeah, you should be upset, but that's gambling, brother.
That's marketing, brother.
Yeah, and you spent your money. You gambled that's what it was about, and you lost the bet. That's
And
all.
did that commercial say any kind of hints of
No, it just said nothing. It said the
he
second
called it-
decision.
Yeah, the decision part 2 or whatever it was.
So now he's filed this lawsuit against LeBron in small claims court, accusing him of fraud and misrepresentation.
Dismissed.
Dismissed.
Yeah.
Dismissed. All right, here's sports.
Have you seen?
Sports presented by DraftKings at Casino Queen. Play, stay, and dine. Visit DraftKings at CasinoQueen.com for special promotions. Boys, the Blues had a rough season opener. Wow.
Big stinker last night.
The Minnesota Wild came to town, shut the Blues out 5-0. Goalie Philip Gustafsson stopped all 27 shots he faced.
Gustafson.
Gustafsson. Ryan Hartman scored twice for the Wild. The Blues just couldn't get any offense going, and well, hopefully we bounce back on the road against the Flames in Calgary on Saturday.
Well, I'm just glad, by the way, I brought this up at the beginning of the show. Like, when I turned on the game, the ice was so white.
Maybe that was
it washed out
maybe
my
they
TV.
couldn't see it.
I wasn't the only one.
Yeah,
so.
maybe the Blues were even having a hard
that
time
could be
playing
it.
hockey while they were squinting. On the diamond, it was a dramatic night in the National League Division Series. The Dodgers are moving on to the NLCS after a crazy 2-1 victory. Not really deserved, shall we say, because the Phillies ended their season in heartbreaking fashion. Heartbreaking. Check this out.
I got the audio.
No balls and a strike. Pajes breaks his bat. Kirkering got to find it. Throws to the plate. Oh, my goodness. He throws it away. And the Dodgers win. And they are moving on to the NLCS in a most improbable finish.
So it was
Unbelievable.
bases loaded, ground ball back to the pitcher. All you had to do was throw it to first or out of the inning. He threw it to home, wide. Phillies, season over.
That's the picture. Bottom of the 11th inning, 2 outs. Any baseball IQ, any little leaguer, any little league coach is going to say, "Okay, guys, every play, you review in your mind. If the ball comes to me and this happens, what do? You
The whole team is saying that.
You
2
run the
outs.
options. Yeah,
Go
it's
to
2
first.
out. Run the options. Now, I will say, Kirkering, the pitcher. He did bobble it, and by the time he bobbled it, he's got a runner right in front of him.
Plenty of time.
But again, don't get distracted by the runner in front of you.
Yeah, he panicked and threw it away.
Plenty of time.
He did.
He blew it, and that's it. The error allowed the winning run to score from third, giving the Dodgers a series-clinching victory.
What a bad night for Philly, by the way.
That's like a Buckner move. That's like a Bill Buckner thing that's going to be on you for a while.
Yeah.
Especially if the Phillies come back next year.
It's not a World Series, but it's a move on. It's a winner go home game, and you do that with 2 outs in the 9th with
11th.
The 11th with a lead.
And you're probably clearing the more difficult team when you do it.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, and like you said, Philly had a bad night, dude.
Philly had a bad
I think the
night.
Flyers lost. The Eagles got smoked. It was whoops.
The Fanatic got a DUI.
Yep.
Oh, no.
The Cubs kept their season. Cubs kept their season
You got
alive.
picked up at a prostitution stand.
He had cocaine all over that
he was the
giant
prostitute.
nostril that he has. There's just flakes of cocaine in there.
The Cubs shut out the Brewers 6-0 at Wrigley, in large part to a 3-run homer from Ian Happ. The world's most ridiculous high-energy baseball team, speaking of baseball, though, just announced that they're going to hit St. Louis again for 2 games. August 21st and 22nd, 2026 is Banana Ball. It's baseball meets a circus. 2-hour time limit, no walks, no bunts, pitchers on stilts, and yes, dancing outfielders. St. Louis had the biggest ticket lottery in the country last time. Remember the whole ticket lottery? Yeah. There were 160,000 plus people trying to get in the St. Louis one last time.
Savannah Bananas.
If you want a shot, go to bananaball.com/tickets before Halloween. Prices are $40. Kids under 3 are free, etc., etc. Let's move on to football real quick. Mizzou is preparing for its second SEC matchup against number 8 Alabama, sir. Crimson Tide come into town tomorrow. Kickoff is 11 a.m. in Columbia. I'm going to be visiting Oklahoma and Alabama. I'm going to watch that Alabama game down there in a couple weeks. In the NFL, major upset Thursday Night Football. The Giants, led by a pair of impressive rookies, stunned the Eagles 34-17. Giants running back Cam Scatabo ran for 3 touchdowns, while quarterback Jackson Dart had both a rushing and a passing TD. It's the second straight loss for the Eagles, who were one of the last unbeaten teams a week ago, and now they're looking not so great. Muna Sports.
Post-game interview was great with those guys, by the way.
With the Eagles?
Just those 2 young guys in the post-game.
Scatabo and the
Scatabo and Jackson Dart. It was literally like watching high school kids do an NFL
Giants
interview.
Are fun to watch again.
Were they just broing?
Just like
every picture I see of that guy, I feel like I know his voice.
He was trying to like be professional, and then the fullback was just like, what can we expect to see on the field? He's like, what you just saw. We're taking people to Pound Town. This guy he's like I can't control his excitement, and the other guy was trying to be very diplomatic. It was great.
Cool, thanks.
Okay, well, we'll be back. If you missed anything on the podcast, on the show, the broadcast, there is the podcast for you, which is brought to you by Dobbs Tire and Auto Centers. And the podcast is titled...
We're figuring out the title right now, but
Neil Young on a jet ski.
I'm sure it's going to be about something with boobs.
Goodwill Bunting, because her name was Dr. Bunting.
Oh, okay. All right. Goodwill Bunting. Goodwill Dr. Bunting?
It's
Goodwill
decided.
Dr. Bunting.
/ Neil Young and a jet ski.
Fine. Longest title ever? Let's do it.
Sweet.
Also, clip of the day brought to you by Michael's Flooring. Got to shout out the hats of the week. All these companies have made very generous donations to Cardinal Glennon Children's Hospital. Moon?
Skip the hassle of hanging holiday lights. Trim Lights. Southeast Missouri installs hidden smartphone-controlled LED lighting for the holidays, game days, parties, and more. You can use them for anything and everything throughout the year. Backed by a lifetime warranty serving Southeast Missouri and the surrounding areas all the way up to here, St. Louis. 573-880-2547 or visit trimlightsemo.net. Trimlight Semo, one system, all seasons.
Learn.
Golden Oak Lending. Rates are low. Your home equity is higher than ever. So refinancing with Golden Oak Lending can save you thousands. 314-567-GOLD or go to goldenoaklending.com.
Rafe.
Martin Jetco Heating and Cooling. Martin Jetco is offering a one-time $89 tune-up to keep your system running at peak performance. Schedule yours today before the freezing weather strikes. Reliable home comfort solutions, more reliable than your St. Louis weather. 636-205-1631 or go to martinjetco.com.
And my hat is sponsored by Getaway Carts, one-stop shop for all golf cart needs. Lithium swap experts, new and used carts available with a possible 0% financing. Check out their new location in Soulard, 2207 South 12th Street, getawaycarts.com. King Scott, you are at the Cobb Factory tonight.
Yes, the 11th, actually tomorrow. 7 to 9. Over there, Old Monroe. Come on out. It's a great time, super fun, and
scary.
We'll be hanging out, giving away all kinds of goodies, and you get a chance to sign the billboard as well.
All right, Learn.
I would like to give a shout out, even though we don't give shout outs. There's a woman named Amber Reeves who is like the #1 fan of the show, and she is pretty cool. So, what's up, Amber?
We will not
Amber!
do that. We will not shout out Amber.
No.
How dare you even ask?
I know. I'm sorry.
All right, anything else? Is that it?
Congratulations to my friend Emily and Drew are getting married tomorrow, and I will be emceeing your wedding reception, and I'm looking forward to it. And I'm very happy for you both.
I will say, tickets are picking up a ton for the My Posse in Effect, and Teenage Dirtbags does Rage Against the Machine the night before Thanksgiving. So if you're sitting on that, just kind of waiting that out, get tickets while you can.
Get them while you can, guys.
At the pageant.com or 1057thepoint.com.
All right, we leave you with a selection from our Teamers Member of the Day, brought to you by Hot Shot Sports Bar and Grill. From Warden, Illinois, Annie Weisman is our Teamer today. And Annie wants to hear this song. Here it is. Pack a lunch.
Yep.
And a thermos, and you know where to put it.
Yeah. We'll see you Monday. Have a great weekend. Bye.